Tonight, the teleprompter's working now. The CEO of WWE met with Bob Iger and the president of ESPN to discuss a possible sale to Disney. That in a match between Iger and Chapek at WrestleMania in April. Yeah. However, the opening match will actually be a 30-guest Royal Rumble on the ferry boat, where you win by throwing them over the side. Enjoy that. Free parking is back at the Walt Disney World Resort hotels. Yeah. That lady at the Contemporary, though, still not letting you in. You ain't parking. You've read WDW News Today. Now it's time for WDW News Tonight.
Live from WDWNT Celebration near the Walt Disney World Resort, it's WDW News Tonight with Corless and LoCicero. Tonight, a special appearance by the Autistic Tiger, a discussion of the importance of clean and cleanliness at the Disney park, as well as recent policy changes, another rousing game of Parktionary, and more. I'm LoCicero. Now, here's your host, Tom Corless.
Hello, I'm Tom Corless, and we finally made it on the air.
We did, right on time.
Right on time. It's gonna. We only got 90 minutes. They've cut into our 90 minutes real hard.
We do everything on time.
Well, there's no clip to cut to.
You're late.
For that. Who's late? Would you say, like, oh, they're late?
Yeah.
And you think about that next time.
Disney does everything on time.
We'll start without you next time.
Are you talking to the cake boss?
I don't know.
Cake boss, the toast boss is behind you?
Yeah.
His spoon. That's like our mascot now. I don't know.
Now,
they took the osprey down, so the osprey's not up there. So I guess we got the cake now, or toast.
Always looking
cake
over
toast.
my shoulder.
It's not so fun when it's the other way around, is it? Yeah.
That's kind of my shtick, right?
Him and that bottle of olive oil. What is the bottle on the other side? No, not that one. That's actually olive oil. There's another one the other side. I didn't know what it was.
It's soybean and virgin olive oil.
Oh. Okay. He just changes color. Amazing magic trick. Projection map on him.
Yeah.
So the Walt Disney World Marathon.
Yeah, that happened. That occurred.
So how was your weekend?
Yeah. Yeah, not great. Not great. I told you this.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the first time, I didn't finish. Yeah, I let's make excuses, but I mean, I did have like a calf injury that I was trying to heal from previous runs in November and December, and did the 5K, did the 10K, did the half, felt pretty good, and just took it slow on the marathon. But around mile like 10, I started hobbling and couldn't put weight on my leg by like mile 13, and made it 14 miles and had to stop. And I knew I had to stop when like everybody that was walking past me like at a good pace. Like I was moving that slow at that point. I was like dragging my leg, and it wasn't happening. So I did something to my calf muscle. I don't know what it is. I'm going to the doctor to get it checked out.
Okay.
But yeah, I hurt something in there because I couldn't move it, and so disappointing. But
because you completed the other three, and now this happened.
I did. I completed the other three.
Obviously, it's the longest one, but you still did 3 other races.
Yeah, I mean, I fell 12 miles short. Was I pissed off and depressed for a week? Yeah, but I mean, I was, right? Like you look forward to it. Yeah, I've done it. This was going to be my 10th year, so I was looking forward to it. And to not do it, yeah, it hurts. But there's worse things that can happen than falling 12 miles short of a 48-mile you know.
Oh, I mean, for sure. Yeah.
For a weekend. So,
Yeah.
whatever. I'll live.
Well, I'm glad we're here to cheer you up tonight.
Well, I appreciate that. But yeah, I you know, it stinks, but it was. Yeah. It's not a great. Yeah, it's not a great feeling. And I mean, there were plenty of devastated people. I mean, it's first time I experienced that, and a lot of emotion there. Like, because you know, I basically sat on the side of the road and had to wait for the bus to come by, grab me.
It's a Disney bus, so it probably was hours.
Well, yeah.
Like, all the other parks came by first? Like, it's Magic Kingdom again? Magic Kingdom again.
But yeah, the emotion. I mean, people crying on the bus. I mean, it was.
That was the Magic Kingdom bus.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah.
Trying to lighten the mood a little.
It is what it is, and
I mean, yeah, I'm sure plenty of people. I'm sure they train.
There's nothing I could do
for a long period of time. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be.
I mean, I tried pushing through that, but like literally, my leg was like going numb. I was like, no, this isn't.
Well, they make you, right? Because the threat is like if you don't finish, you don't get the.
Well, you don't. Well, yeah. I mean, so pull back the curtain, I guess, a little bit. They do give you the race medal.
Yeah.
So they give you the marathon medal.
You paid enough money. They should.
Yeah, they don't give you the dopey or the goofy though.
Which is kind of ridiculous.
They don't give you those. But I mean, I didn't do it. What? So I don't.
If you get medically cleared though, like I don't know.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's different if you just like can't actually do it. You're just like, no, I'm too tired.
Yeah.
But if you're like actually like, my leg is half fallen off.
It was weird.
like no medal, sorry.
Another runner that like was like just walking by me. She was like, "Are you okay?" Oh. Like because I was.
Was like when you knew you're like people are checking on you.
Yeah. I was like, I mean. You know, if I couldn't keep up, you can actually walk that entire course. Like you could, at a brisk walk, you could walk enough to stay on the course and not get picked up.
Oh.
But I mean, so there's people that walk the entire thing. I just wasn't walking at a brisk enough pace.
Yeah.
I checked my thing. It was taking me like 27 minutes to do a mile. And I don't know if people know, like, I mean, you want to be at least like, you know, under 16-ish to now. But anyway. It is what it is, and I'll get back there next year, and I'll do it again.
There you go. It's all right, Spirit.
Yeah. After I get this checked out, I don't know what the hell's going on here.
Yeah. Let us keep us in the loop.
It's worrying me a little bit.
Yeah, we got to get you ready for Japan. You're gonna do some marathon walking at Disney Sea, man. Yeah. Uphill and downhill and up.
Oh boy.
That park is weird. It changes elevations. Just all the time, you go up a hill and down a hill and back up, and it's a weird one. It's a weird one. Anyway, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're enjoying this nonsense. You can leave us a super chat right here on YouTube. Your donations will be used for Nick's medical bills.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, we'll get him that prosthetic leg he needs. It's gonna be great. And you can use it to prop you up in this seat. So look a little taller in that seat.
That'd be nice.
Anyway. Oh, but I'm glad you're in good spirits tonight. I'm happy you're here.
This will cheer me up.
Yeah.
We'll get past it.
We've got some fun weeks ahead. We've got some fun stuff. And then also Japan, which you've agreed. We're going.
Agreed.
So yeah.
Done.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a fun, exciting couple of weeks.
Shook your hand in blood, and we made a pact.
In blood.
We're going.
Blood brother. That's anyone I take to Japan. You have to cut your hand open. And everything in life will be different from this point on. You can never return to Disney World.
Am I going to be part of this like cult now?
Oh, absolutely.
Nothing's as good.
Oh, absolutely. You're going to hate everything. You're just going to complain on the internet all the time. It's going to be fantastic.
Oh, boy.
You're going to love it. Anyway. Sabrina. Sabrina always enjoys this show. Anyway, let's do the news, shall we? The news, yeah. Super Nintendo World.
Yeah.
Entered technical rehearsals in Hollywood today. And you could tell it was in LA, as everyone with a medical excuse tried to roll up the piranha plants in white paper. It's cool when they light them up. It looks like they're the ones that shoot the fireball. It's kind
Oh
of neat.
boy.
Kind of neat. Oh, this is going to be a great monologue. Oh no.
First,
No. Jake, how dare you? You laughed at that when I pitched that earlier today. How dare you? How dare you? I'm going to take away one, every time he does that, I'm going to take away one smoking section from the studio. One less until it's universal and it's one, and it's going to be really far away. Like across I-4, he's got to go like outside over the highway. Like on the IT crowd where they make her like leave the country to go smoke.
I don't like this.
Yeah, he sure doesn't. Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge is the only ride in the land, and in it you strap a Mario visor to your head with AR goggles, and you ride slowly through a race course as objects fly in and out of your vision. It was the least distracted by technology anyone driving in that area had ever been. The LA version of the ride has two villains, though. There's Bowser and this weird traffic light that lets you onto the freeway. That will not be in the Orlando version, nor will turn signals. Those will be omitted from. Also in the Orlando one, there's a lot of collisions, just a lot of carts. There's a third track that just intersects yours at some point and just cuts you off. Yeah, and then the exit by Disney Springs, the cart's just there for a while. It's bad. Yeah, it's crazy. Mario Kart ride's crazy though, even though it's all indoors, because it still has to close in the rain. How many more LA jokes can I get away with? Let's find out. The Princess Peach cake, the full cake didn't make it. They didn't do I know, I love that cake. It's mostly whipped cream, but it's very good. But they do have instead they settled for a Princess Peach cupcake because she has to watch her figure to keep up with the other Pasadena housewives. She's got to cut back. She's like, only cupcakes. They're vegan. Oh, that gets a big laugh. Wow. Know your Central Florida crowd. Could also at the restaurant, you can get several mushroom-flavored or shaped items at the Toadstool Cafe. Always, though, the hallucinogenic mushrooms are at the Arco parking lot across the street. So go head on over there. We'll tell Annie to check it out. If you want a full review of the Arco parking lot mushrooms, check it out. There'll be a video and a post. Check it out, everybody. You know, Universal announced their version of essentially a Legoland in Texas themed to DreamWorks. And based on all the adults without children on Twitter who are excited about it, you would think it's something for them. Guys, it's 5 spinner rides you aren't even allowed on. Why are 34-year-olds excited about a troll that farts glitter? I don't understand. That'd be like a 34-year-old adult excited to go to Peppa Pig theme park. That would be really weird. Be really dumb.
something wrong with that.
How
Yeah.
stupid. It's actually. Oh man. I've lost control of the audience again. Oh man. In actual interesting Universal news, a year-round horror offering was announced for Las Vegas. It's called Staying at the Excalibur. Joking. But it won't be at Area 15. You'll be able to visit a permanent Halloween Horror Nights facility with a bar experience. Yeah. The Horror Nights crowd is just so pleasant. Let's lock them in a warehouse with liquor. What could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Just imagine that news story with the building like burst into flames. It's like, there was a riot in the Horror Nights warehouse. 1,000,000 to 1 shot. I can't believe this next story. We have an opening date for Tron Light Cycle Run at the Magic Kingdom. April 4th, 2023. There it is. Yep. Cool. I imagine like the crowd would just not stop applauding for 10 minutes. I guess that didn't happen. Oh well. You know, fun fact, they started clearing the land for this ride on February 6th, 2018. That'll make it 1,883 days, or 5 years, 1 month, and 29 days between the start of the work and the grand opening. By the way, the Golden Gate Bridge was built in 1,604 days. Yeah. Here's a fun, I know Disney fans like their fun facts. You know Walt Disney World is twice the size of Manhattan. Here's another fun one. Tron Construction clocks in at twice the length of Bob Chapek's 999-day reign as CEO of the Walt Disney Company. I want that one. That one, they could play that one on the monorail too, with all the fun facts on the Epcot line. Man. Tiana's Palace is coming to Disneyland. And just like in the movie, it's a lightly renovated fast food restaurant. Man, I can't wait for people on Twitter to tell me their childhood dream was to go to a buffeteria with the name of her restaurant that serves $15 microwave jambalaya. They've really gone all out, I'll tell you. Why is it every time we ask them for a restaurant, Disney always swerves us out of it? Oh man, I'd really like to go to Pizza Planet. How about a giant lunchbox in the sun with no seats? It'd be cool we go to the Mos Eisley Cantina. How about a cramped bar with no entertainment? Would you like that? We want Tiana's Palace. How about we put a signed smokestack on the roof of Club 33 and we'll make it even harder to sit in a seating area where it'd be easier to be elected to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame than get your family a table. Let's make that more popular, shall we? Oh man, poor French Market. Never gonna be able to eat there again. I already can't. We end up like eating on the planter every time we go there. Festival of the Arts starts tomorrow at Epcot. That's exciting. And based on the menu, so does the Epcot Festival of the Farts. So that'd be great. Man, after that, I don't know, did you see the food at the Odyssey, the Figment? Yeah. Food, it's all rainbow. Mm-hmm. Man, that Odyssey bathroom's gonna be bad for a while. Yeah. Like I just mentioned, the Odyssey will host a Figment-centric offering, including a place to pick up the infamous popcorn bucket. It's on mobile order, believe it or not. What an epiphany someone had. But also, they'll offer several pieces and nods to the original ride, including the actual pin tables from the old Imageworks. They have a mural reminiscent of the old load area and a Figment painter straight out of the art scene of that 1983 attraction. This is all great. Here's an idea. Bring back the rest. I don't know. Maybe if this goes over well, the rest would as well. Just the whole thing. Just all of it. Please. That's the news. Who brings us the news?
This program is brought to you by WIGS, the WDWNT Inner Globe Society. Support WDWNT to get early and exclusive access to content you can't find anywhere else, including exclusive post shows for WDW News Tonight and Park Center, access to our prize wall, a monthly Zoom with Tom, access to our Discord community, early access to our events, and much more, starting at just $2 per month. For more information, visit patreon.com/WDWNT or visit WDWNT.com and click the Patreon link. Join WIGS and unlock even more WDWNT.
Thank you. I'm sure we have WIGS members here tonight. Yes. We got some WIGS. Yeah. Thanks for being WIGS members. We have a post show tonight, even though, again, we've already eaten into our 90-minute show.
90-minute show.
Quick thing I want to mention, these are back in stock. This is the last time we're stocking them. These are the last chance to splash shirts.
Ooh, we should do a last chance to get your last chance to splash shirt.
This is it.
No, but do a shirt commemorating the last chance to get a last chance
It's just this art over this art. It's just like stacked on top.
Yeah.
So these are available now, Carousel products. I think just putting them back on sale, I think we've already sold 50 to 100 of these last I heard. So there's not that many, and when they're gone, they are gone. Oh, there's only a couple days left here in Florida. Those of you who are going out to California, though, there's still no closing date announced. So I know many of you have already bought the shirt and you wore it on your last ride and sent us the photos. That is super cool. Please keep doing that because I love that. I think it is amazing that we got to be a part of your final ride, something that means a lot to you, and it means a lot to us too. So thank you very much for thinking of us. We have a great show tonight.
Fantastic.
Yeah, the Autistic Tiger is here. We're excited. That's going to be fun. That's coming up next.
Lots of drawing tonight.
It is, because this is the Festival of the Arts show. We have the Festival of the Arts starting tomorrow, yeah. Also, realm of drawing, Parktionary
Yes.
is the game tonight. So we're going to make complete fools of ourselves after someone draws beautiful
for
art. We're going to
yourself.
go draw up terrible art.
I can
right
draw
after.
every single one of these clues perfectly.
Can you? You're not playing though.
No, I know.
I've seen your like concept art though. I'm not sure.
Fantastic, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's about as good as that concept art Universal put out yesterday. So squint real hard, you can kind of make out Shrek.
Yeah.
It's very similar. And then we have a discussion we've kind of been pushing off. We're going to talk about all the stuff that's been going on at Disney World the last couple of weeks, the cleanliness stuff, that carousel coffee fiasco, and obviously everything that happened this week, which is sort of Josh D'Amaro and everyone at Parks and Resorts sort of dialing back the Chapek era mistakes a bit, and we'll see what everybody thinks about all that stuff tonight. So stick around for more.
Tonight's episode of WDW News Tonight is brought to you by Target, your official shopping destination for all things Disney. From Marvel to Star Wars to Pixar and beyond, your local Target store has toys, video games, beauty and cosmetics, and more for the Disney fan from ages young to it makes them internet uncomfortable. You don't even need to go to a Disney theme park. You can pick up those ugly-ass munchlings at the Bullseye. Don't have time to shop? We offer pickup and delivery of this trash too. How about a tiny toy version of a Bob Chapek-era Disney store, complete with minimal theme and 4 generic items? It may not have character, merchandise you want to buy, or even walls, but it does have one thing Mr. Chapek specifically requested though. Tiny loss prevention measures at the exit. That's a real thing. Look it up. So come on down to Target and save 5% off with the red card or something. Unless we cancel the program and make a new card that's worse. Oh, and we'll stop giving you a physical card or some stupid shit like that. Why not? Target, expect more, be disappointed.
Pipes, satellites, and netting is now decals, catalog furniture, and frame photos. That same great company, known for rushed work that never hits a deadline, is now fully renovating Orlando area resort hotels. We've taken our years of experience putting too much stuff on the facades of Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, Star Wars Trading Post, and Avengers Campus, and we've somehow transferred that into completely removing the theme and story from where you spend the night. Are beds shaped like pirate ships distracting? How about we just throw up some Little Mermaid decals? That took place in the Caribbean, right? I think it did. Is it Dutch? Shove those original Andy Warhol pictures in the back of the lobby and let's decal some pillars. We can also turn these rooms into supersized value resort accommodations. Incredible! Got a sundries store to turn into a coffee shop? Don't even tell us the theme until we're done designing the space. Then, we'll send a skilled and licensed Flickr photographer to shoot nighttime photos we can hang in the space, which fulfills any theming requirement. Wow! Hire decals, catalog furniture, and frame photos for your next hotel project you don't give a shit about. Decals, catalog furniture, and frame photos! Yeah!
Welcome back to News Tonight. We are live on WDWNT TV. Thank you for watching. Let's find out the Disney Parks incorrect fact of the week. The incorrect fact of the week. The line for the Figment popcorn bucket is already 7 hours in length. Already. There he is, though, our Lord and Savior. There he is. Oh, he is glorious. Is he riding the monorail beam? I'm not entirely sure what's happening. Not entirely sure what was happening.
He can do whatever he wants.
He can do whatever he wants, yeah.
No one's going to stop him.
Nothing can stop him, oh boy. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special offering for you tonight. The Autistic Tiger is with us. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
And Tiger's dad.
Yeah, I'm Tiger's dad. This is Tiger right here.
So welcome. Please tell us a little bit about.
Well, we live in Celebration, so we're local here. And Tiger is, obviously, he's autistic. His name is Tiger, and he draws cartoon characters. He draws them incredibly well. The last Comic-Con he ever did was New York Comic-Con back in October. And he's been drawing since he's 5 years old. He has his own character, the Autistic Tiger. And I don't know, he's gotten really good. These are a couple of his latest drawings. This is Mickey and Minnie and Tinkerbell. And hold on, Tiger's mom's over here being the stagehand. This is the first sale he ever did. We did this a couple months ago just to see if he could. And it came out incredibly well. Back in June, we met with Dirk Wunderlich. He's a Disney Kincaid artist. And he suggested that Tiger basically draw upside down to help him draw his figures. So this is the first drawing he ever did upside down. This is ink on cardstock with no pencil. And this is the one I love to show at the Comic-Cons. This is Daisy Duck. This is the 10th drawing that he ever did upside down. Now, this is going to the Florida State Fair on Saturday. If this is not best of show at the Florida State Fair, I don't know what he has to do. You know, blindfolded, underwater.
No one in this room can draw right side up, never mind upside down. We're going to show how bad we are at right side up later, yeah.
So we've been trying to get Tiger to do caricatures for a year and a half, trying to get a teacher. And in October, caricature artist at Magic Kingdom, Scott, asked him to draw a caricature. So this is the first one he ever did. It's Mick Jagger. Obviously, he did it no, he didn't do it upside down. But the International Society of Caricature Artists found out about Tiger. They invited him to their convention, which was 2 weeks later here in Orlando. And he went there and just wowed everybody. So this is also going to the State Fair. Wow. And this is a cell that Tiger just did, hand-drawn, hand-painted, of his character, the Autistic Tiger. And this is going to the State Fair, and we hope he wins. He was top last year in original animation, so we hope that'll work out. And his character is going to be on T-shirts in Walmart in March. That's a project we're doing with Autism Speaks, and that's nationwide. It's kind of a big deal. And do you have his plushie, Jay? He's got his own plushie. If you're in the Orlando area, he should be at, we're scheduled to be at House of Mouse Expo, DisCon, MegaCon, and we haven't figured out the other shows that we're doing. And you can get his plushie at theautistictiger.com. And we hope everybody gets their plushie. You can go to, on theautistictiger.com, his links to Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and you can watch him draw all these drawings and doing all kinds of other fun stuff. So he credit, he does all the work. He's the hardest working person I know. He loves to draw, and hopefully he can draw a lot of fun stuff for you guys tonight, and you can just see the wonderful talent that this little boy has. It just gets better and better. I can't explain it.
That's great. So how do we want to do this? You want to take a character from the chat, maybe? Could we do that?
Or do you want to start with Figment?
Oh, well, I mean, that's my favorite. Yeah, I would love that. Well, Figment, we're all right with Figment, right?
There's a Figment plate in your museum.
Yeah.
So we're going to give that a shot first.
Great. Let's do that.
Okay. All right. Tiger, erase.
So how long has he been drawing?
He started when he was 5, and it's not that he was really good when he was 5. He held up his toy and used it as a reference model. And I said, what the heck is he doing? He's 5 years old. So I filmed him, and I told his mom, I said, he's going to be an artist. And she laughed at me. But I think I won that argument. So I think she's still holding out he's going to be a piano player. So he can draw just about any character. When we do the Comic-Cons, he draws just about anything. He doesn't focus on any one thing. Mm-hmm. But since New York Comic-Con, we have been having him do more work with his original character and doing a lot of mashups with Disney characters. Like he could draw pretty much any Disney character as the Autistic Tiger. And we even do drawings where he's been drawing the rides at Disney World. So he can draw his version of the Haunted Mansion with his character, and we do that. We're just practicing right now, but hopefully soon we'll get a Wacom drawing tablet. We met them in New York Comic Con, and they're going to sponsor Tiger. Unfortunately, haven't received the machine yet, but hopefully soon.
So does he have a favorite character to draw? Are there favorite characters to draw? I mean, other than I'm sure the tiger is a favorite. But
yeah, the Autistic Tiger certainly is a favorite, but he likes to draw Stitch. And
there you go, Jake. Everyone looked at Jake in the back immediately.
When he was on ABC News nationwide in October after New York Comic Con, and they asked him in that interview what his favorite character was, and he said Stitch, so I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at that.
Already looking good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to take him a little bit, but he'll get through it. Don't worry.
The fun, I mean, we're watching live art. I mean, that's what we're here for.
I go for speed over quality, so I draw a lot faster than that.
Yeah,
you can definitely tell.
We've had people say put him on America's Got Talent, but they've only got 90 seconds.
Yeah.
So I don't think Tiger would get very far in 90 seconds.
Yeah.
And even though he can draw caricatures, he doesn't do them live very well just yet. It's a process to learn.
Yeah.
But he can copy. I mean, he can copy anything. The artists at the ISCA convention were just shocked. They called him like a photocopier, just the way he was able to reproduce things that he saw. So this figment, I mean, he's never seen it before. It was just in your museum. And it's a
so we were working off the art on the plate. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got it on the iPad. And
very cool.
I think later we'll try something upside down and then do some fun stuff, maybe get something off your chat.
Okay. I mean, if people in the chat have questions, we can.
Yeah, if they got a question.
Answer those too.
So Tiger's limited verbal, so you really can't have a conversation with him. He can talk, but he focuses all his attention. I mean, even if he's watching cartoons, I mean, he's studying these cartoons. We noticed at 6 months old, he would focus on Disney cartoons and just like he was studying it. We didn't realize that he really was.
Yeah, the chat is as intoxicated as I am was watching Figment emerge there. Someone wants me to be, no, we're not drawing me.
On YouTube, we just started on YouTube about a year and a half ago. Mm-hmm. And he was on the Channel 6 News here in Orlando drawing Mickey Mouse before he was even on YouTube. And I figured, well, if he's on YouTube, if he's on TV, he should have a YouTube channel. If he's on YouTube, he needs a logo. So I designed a logo that we used that is going to be on the shirts in Walmart. And how that came about was we've worked with Autism Speaks in the past, mm-hmm. and Walmart said that they wanted an autistic child to draw a cartoon tiger for their campaign this year. And Autism Speaks says, have we got the guy for you? Yeah. So they called me up and they said, hey, we want Tiger to draw a tiger for this project. And I said no, because that's all Tiger has is autism and tigers. But I said, you can license his character, his logo, and that's what Walmart ultimately wanted to do. So
that's great.
He's going to have a giant hang tag on it. It's got his bio, links, picture, all kinds of stuff, and hopefully that'll do great things for him.
Here's a question. Does he typically draw on a dry erase board, or what medium is he most comfortable using for his drawing?
I mean, he can draw with just about anything. At home, we use the dry erase board for practice. And since this is our first live drawing event, we thought using a dry erase board would probably be the more prudent choice. And, you know, in the future, maybe we can do something on paper. Up until he started drawing upside down, he only drew in ink on paper.
Okay.
And the first upside down drawing he did of Mickey Mouse, I could tell he was having some difficulty getting it centered and oriented on the page. So we started having him do a pencil sketch. We used to think using a pencil sketch was cheating. We still do, but it's what everybody else does. So
yeah.
So the drawing upside down, is that just to kind of show a different level of skill, or is there actual, like, do you do that for a reason to get the character right? Like, is it easier to draw upside down?
Well, Dirk Wunderlich recommended the book Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain. And that is one of the exercises from the book. And it's supposed to help people focus on lines and details and not focus on what they're drawing.
Okay.
So instead of drawing a shoe, you draw all the lines of the shoe
And then it comes
to create
together.
the shoe.
Yeah.
And he said it would help Tiger to draw facial features much better. And oh my gosh, I mean, his facial features are unbelievable now. But Tiger has shown an aptitude for this. It's an exercise that artists have likened to poking your finger in your eye. You might do it once or twice, but you're not going to do it a lot. Tiger says it's easy. So we used to have him do it once a day until he really developed that skill. The Daisy Duck drawing was the 10th drawing he ever did upside down. So when we go to the Comic-Cons, you know, when I show him the Daisy Duck drawing and say, you know, he was 9 years old when he drew it, you know, 9-year-old kid drew this picture, and they freak out. And I say, oh, he drew it upside down. And they don't know how to react because they've already gone to that place, you know, where they're amazed, and then you take it somewhere else. We do the same thing when we visit the characters in the parks. You know, we met Minnie Mouse, and she completely freaked out. And now at Hollywood Studios, I mean, she's Tiger's best friend. When Tiger goes in there, she lights up, and, you know, she's just really happy to see Tiger.
There was a question about the Walmart shirts.
Nationwide. 3,500 stores. I think it's about 50,000 units, which comes out to about 16 shirts per store, not a lot per store. In Orlando, when they do come out, we are going to go to every store and tell everybody, hey, they're here, come get your shirt. And we've been telling people at Walmart, Tiger shirts are coming. And, you know, they look at us like we're crazy. But actually, that's going to happen. There's a lot of things that we do that people think we're crazy. You know, like Kevin Smith wants him to draw a cover for Secret Stash Comics.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but I can't get through to his assistant.
Yeah.
Sarah, if you're watching, you know, pick up the phone.
A lot of famous Hollywood people watch this program. Usually at the CEO level, not so much anymore. Anyway, I digress. Thank you, Sabrina. Someone said they have an extra, is it Wacom? I'm not familiar with the term.
You have an extra Wacom?
That they'd like to donate?
Is it a Cintiq Pro? Hey, we're looking for one because when we met Wacom in New York Comic Con, and I basically went there and said, you need to sponsor Tiger. And after seeing the work that he does, and he just walked up to the Cintiq Pro and drew Pluto in color from memory. He just whipped it out. And they were in shock. They said, nobody's ever walked up to this machine, never seen it before, and drawn on it, let alone a little kid. So they said they were going to supply him with a Cintiq Pro 16. This is a 16-inch model. And we're waiting on it in bated breath. They questioned why we wanted to move from pencil and pen to digital. And the reason is we can't do a comic book cover unless it's digital. We can't do prints unless they're digital. We can't do a lot of projects.
Yeah.
He's supposed to do a couple comic book covers, but we have to be digital in order to do it.
I mean, whoever said that, please get in contact with them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you can't get a hold of us, you can always contact Tom.
Yeah, I know how to get a hold of you. Did he come up with the tiger on his own?
Yeah, he's been drawing this character since he's 6. Now, when your name is Tiger, you tend to draw a tiger. And it was just this character he would draw, and I really never paid much attention to it. But one day he handed me this drawing of his tiger that was, well, it was just incredible. And it's the image that I used on the logo. And so when I made the logo, I knew exactly which one I wanted to use for it. Mm-hmm. We didn't call it the Autistic Tiger at that time. It was just a tiger he drew. But when you go online, you got to look at whatever names are available, and that seemed to be the best fit. So I tell everybody he's lucky his name is Tiger, because if his name was Chris, the autistic Chris just doesn't have the same ring to it. And you can't have a Chris plushie. It just doesn't work.
Someone asked if he has a favorite ride. What is his favorite ride?
It's Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh?
Winnie the Pooh. Not just because of Tigger. I mean, he's a big Winnie the Pooh fan. He's watched those cartoons over and over. He loves playing outside Winnie the Pooh, and maybe Josh tomorrow could go over there and fix it.
What's broken? I can do something.
Well, pretty much everything is.
Oh, in the playground?
Yeah.
Oh.
Repair. I mean, it's really important.
I saw kids standing on the gophers a week ago, so I mean, I don't know what's going on in there.
We get the DAS pass when we go on the rides, so we can go in the lightning lane. But if you go in the lightning lane, you don't get to play. So we go and play anyway, and that's probably his favorite part.
I'll go check it out.
Yeah.
I'll go see what's going on in the playground. Nick, you can't come. Let's see what else we got going on here. Can you show a picture of the art he is drawing? Can someone on staff get the plate out of the museum? I'll show the plate.
And don't drop it again. Yeah.
I have 2 of them. It's all right. How much time a day does he dedicate to drawing?
I mean, it really depends. If he's home for the day, we might have him draw 4 or 5 pictures on camera, on paper. But if it's after school, we might do 3 or 4 on the whiteboard just for fun, just trying out new things to see what he can do. One of the important things about Tiger is we don't know what he can do. He won't tell us. A lot of people say, for him to be creative. And I said, well, he doesn't understand the concept of being creative. So given my artistic ability, I'm an engineer with a law degree, I just come up with crazy ideas ever so often and have him try it out, and then you just never know.
Maybe Eric, bring it over to that camera, maybe. I'm very small on the screen at the moment. I didn't realize. Yeah, maybe just Jake, what camera you want him on?
There you go.
Tell me where to go, Jake.
Hold it there. Oh yeah, you can see it there. Yeah, we'll show it there. Yeah. There
so every now and then I try out something. It turns out to be a really good idea, and I'm sure there's a lot of bad ideas. But Tiger surprises me because he'll come up with his own version of things. I once asked him to draw the Autistic Tiger as Mickey Mouse. And he drew the Autistic Tiger with a Mickey Mouse ear hat. And I was like, no. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. So then I had him draw a balloon and then made it a Mickey balloon. And then we started drawing them in the parks and handing them out to cast members or guests and things like that.
Oh.
Sometimes we'd go there and hide the art throughout the park and put a little note on the back if you find this, hashtag the Autistic Tiger.
Yeah. Let's see. Does he have a day program?
A day program?
That's the question.
Monday,
I don't know what that means.
Tuesday, Wednesday, I don't know. He goes to school here in Celebration. He's in special classes. He actually was held back last year because in Florida, they have a standardized test that all third graders have to pass. And we opted to have him take the test. I mean, we could have opted not to, and he would have been promoted, but it doesn't matter. We sometimes think he's not going to go to high school and that he would just go to art school. So we met with Ringling College admissions department back in July. And how many kids out there, fail third grade and then go to a college admissions interview? And they basically said by the time he's in high school, he'd probably be too advanced to be able to go to Ringling College and get a meaningful art education. So we'll see. I mean, he's primarily self-taught. He does get private lessons sometimes. If you're an art teacher and you want to, support Tiger on some lessons, let us know.
Someone said there's honestly some of the best content on this show. I can't argue. I've seen this show.
So if you go to the parks, you're going to see Tiger there a lot. Like, we just live literally a couple minutes from here, and we're in the parks all the time. He draws a lot. He doesn't always wear the tiger costume, but when he does, he gets recognized. And I tell you what, the first time that happened, it was freaky. Like, how do you know who my kid is? And they're like, well, he's on YouTube. I'm like, yeah. I got used to it, but then the first time it happened with his mom, she also was like, I can't believe somebody recognized my kid. We've had people follow him, not maliciously. Usually it's other kids. And they're just excited. And I saw a kid at Disney Springs at World of Disney. And I said, are you lost? And he said, he's on YouTube. I said, yeah. And so I said, do you want a picture with Tiger? And I was going to, try to get a picture, for his mom. And his mom's like, don't take a picture of my kid, and the little kid's like, he's on YouTube, Mom. So we're navigating this all,
the internet's
for the
a
first time.
fascinating place.
We're not prepared for this. This is all unexpected.
People are asking how they can donate materials. Is there a best way to contact you or to do that?
Yeah, you can contact us. You can DM us on Instagram.
I assume it's Autistic Tiger on Instagram.
Actually, that's too long for Instagram. So it's his full name. It's Tiger Valek, but the link for it is on the autistictiger.com.
Okay.
Yeah, but they can DM us there, or they can email us. I think there's an email address, theautistictiger@yahoo.com. We get email there. Or you can contact Tom.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I'm going to fill up your inbox.
No, we can pass it along. It's not a problem.
Yeah. And if you want a plushie, I mean, Tom has one of these plushies.
We do it somewhere.
It might be in a garbage can, but somewhere.
No.
He got one last year.
There he is.
There
Look
you go.
at that.
Tiger done? Yes or no? Is it done?
Yes.
Is it good or bad?
Good.
Okay.
I think it's great.
Who is this?
Tiger.
I know you're Tiger, but who is this?
Figman.
There you go.
Look at how good that is.
Okay.
That's fantastic. I think we have time for one more.
One more right now?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to see something upside down?
Whatever you'd like to do.
How about, Tiger, can you draw, no?
Yes.
How about Splash Mountain? Autistic Tiger Splash Mountain, okay? Okay, erase.
Oh, this is going to break my heart, this part.
I know.
Yeah, well.
There you go.
We take pictures of all of them at home on the whiteboard, and it really allows us to try out some new ideas, see what works, what doesn't work. Obviously, he has a wheelhouse, just like any other would, and but then you see the dramatic change that he makes over the course of time with some of these things that we try out. When he did the Mick Jagger caricature, I mean, that was a complete shock to me. But we had done a couple easy caricatures in the past. And I thought, well, if we're going to do one for real, let's do one for real. And I threw that one up because I thought it was the most dramatic. And it was incredible what he was able to do. I can't explain it. So even though he's been drawing his character since he's 6 years old, it wasn't until the ISCA convention here in Orlando back in October that he really started to really expand on that character and draw it in all these different situations. And we started doing the Disney hybrids with the character, and he was drawing this character in all kinds of different situations. So the image you saw on the Autistic Tiger cell that we are turning into the State Fair on Saturday, he actually drew that in ink on a piece of paper at the ISCA Awards banquet. Just spontaneously, he had to draw. He was actually standing up, pacing around, and drawing in the air with his finger, which he does all the time. And so he wanted to draw, so I let him draw, and he cranked that out, and then he cranked out about 5 or 6 more drawings. And we really love the drawing of the Autistic Tiger with the painter's brush and whatnot. And so that's what we did when we made the cell.
Someone asked how old he is now?
He's 10. He just turned 10. So, you know, we made a bunch of signs for the Comic-Cons. They say he's, 9 years old and whatnot. And people say, why would you do that? He's going to turn 10. And I said, well, I just take a piece of paper and stick over the top. There you go. Splash Mountain? Okay.
They're splashing.
You want to try? You got time for one more?
Yeah, sure. One more quick one.
One more quick one. Can you just draw the Autistic Tiger and let me pull up an image here. Hold on, Tiger, be good. Here. Can you do Autistic Tiger? So this is going to be, yeah. So this is going to be Pinocchio done with the Autistic Tiger character.
Okay. It's going to be like the Stitch Crashes Disney thing where the character's dressed like another character.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing Stitch mashups for a long time.
Yeah.
There's a ton of them out there. And then after the ISCA convention, I started having him do the same mashup, but with the Autistic Tiger, and he just jumped on it. Like I said, he always astounds me with what he's able to do. If he, had a parent that was an artist that knew what he was doing, he'd probably be a lot further along than he is.
A lot of just
Now,
very
does he watch
encouraging comments.
like YouTube videos or anything to like kind of gain?
Oh my God,
technique
yeah. I mean, he
and-
watches
yeah.
all kinds of YouTube videos. I mean, and not just on drawing.
Yeah.
Like we were at the state fair and there was a guy making balloon animals.
Yeah.
So he went home and he started watching balloon animal videos for like 3 weeks until I finally got him some balloons and I showed him how to make a balloon dog. You can see that video on YouTube. And then he started making his own balloon animals and he got like really advanced quickly to where I started asking the balloon artist guys, hey, can you give him lessons? And no, we didn't find anybody to give him lessons, but I mean, he got to a certain level and I couldn't take him any further. So then he just moved on to something else. The same thing happened with swimming. We tried to teach him to swim for years and he always had it in his mind how to do it and he wouldn't listen to us. And then one day he watched a YouTube video, went out and started doing dolphin kicks and stuff in the pool. And
Can't find balloon artists in Orlando? Man, you can't go to a Denny's in Orlando without a balloon artist finding you.
No, we find balloon artists,
Yeah.
but finding somebody willing to take on a project like Tiger, that's a big ask. And a lot of these artists and people that, that's not their job running a school.
Yeah.
There are art schools here, and he has attended Elite Animation here in Orlando periodically. He's not currently going there, but maybe down the road again.
Does he have a favorite artist?
I don't know, Tiger. I don't know that he knows a lot of different artists. We expose him to old masters. Like before the Don McLean concert at Epcot last year, he drew in color Starry, Starry Night by Van Gogh. And we sat front row at every performance, and he held up the picture. Didn't get to meet Don McLean, though. But, you know, I've given him Cezanne and Monet and other things to draw, and he just cranks it out. I don't think he really has a limitation other than he's a little kid still. You know, he still needs to develop certain technical abilities. He has very advanced abilities and some abilities that you just can't teach. But I mean, he's a Disney kid. I mean, don't get me wrong. Last year, he did one Silly Symphony character from every Silly Symphony cartoon, like all 75. Maybe it was he was 8 when he did that. I mean, we did a lot of drawings before we knew that we were going to go to Comic-Cons and want to sell the drawings. So in case you didn't know, Silly Symphony drawings not very popular at the Comic-Cons.
Yeah.
The Pokemon and anime, stuff like that. My neighbor asked if he could draw anime. I said, what is it?
Yeah.
So he did that for our neighbor. He drew Goku live for the first time in front of their family, and they were just freaking out. And it's just something we'd seen before, like, okay, you know, Tiger's doing something unusual again, just, you know, par for the course. Like, he surprises you so much, you kind of expect to be surprised.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and, you know, we're going to be going to Epcot Festival of the Arts. We're going to meet all the artists, not all tomorrow, but throughout the tenure of the festival. He knows a lot of them already. Like, we're going to meet Cristiano da Costa. I think he's not going to be there for a couple of weeks. But we met Cristiano in Boston at Fan Expo. And he's a huge Tiger fan. He loves Tiger, and I'm sure he's going to love to see him at the Festival of the Arts. And hopefully next year, Disney, Tiger will be there with his own booth. I mean, he's drawing upside down. You know, we signed him up to be a Disney artist back in June. And in case you don't know, all you do is you send in an email with some samples of your work. That's your application. And I said, you know, he's 9 years old. He's drawing upside down. What else does he have to do? Does he have to do a blindfolded underwater? And anyway, we didn't get a reply, which is typical.
Yeah.
But hopefully they'll take notice. If you're a DVC member, you've seen Tiger in Disney Files magazine. Like I said, he's been on all the national TV networks. He's been on Autism Speaks, Holly Rod Foundation. He's been in the media quite a bit. This is the first time he's drawing live. It's not the first live spot we did, but drawing live, that's a new one for us. So thank you.
Well, we like to do crazy stuff on this show. I will tell you, the crowd has been pretty captivated, and this is a hard crowd to captivate, as we've learned many times.
I'm all done.
You're all done?
Look
Tiger,
at
what did you
that.
draw?
I said take a Pinocchio.
What do you guys think? Did he do a good job?
Yeah, absolutely. Look at that. Well, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it. Thank you, Tiger. Everyone really loved it. Thank you. We'll have to have you guys back sometime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it okay if you draw some more stuff?
Yeah, just go for it.
Yeah.
While we're being idiots, go for it.
Yeah, you can poke in every now and then and check on him.
Yeah,
and
sure.
See what he's doing, okay?
All right, Nick and I will go back to being morons. Let's go. Thank you guys so much. The Autistic Tiger, everybody.
Thank you.
That was so nice. We have super chats. You want to read some super chats in the meantime? Got that. The Teleprompter Repair Fund, $9.99 to Cameron Johnson. We'll get that fixed right away. Stephanie Brooks, $2. Nick, you should have called the maxi van at mile 14. Maxi tram, the Maxi ambulance, the mambulance.
Oh, that would have been nice. The foot bath. Oh, so good.
Let's see. Mad Flahatter, $4.99. All the best, Nick, on your recovery. Aw.
Thank you.
Very kind, very sweet. WW Mickey, $5. I do not believe that Tron is opening in April. We have at least 7 more years. Yeah, 7 more years of construction. And more. Phil Collins for New Year, am I right? Kyle, I still don't know what you're talking about.
What is that? That was a thing last week.
Yeah,
too,
it was
right?
a thing last week too. I have no idea. I don't know. Tyler Abbott, $4.99. So if you made a medical cigarette out of a piranha plant, would that be rolling paper Mario?
Wow.
It's a good one. It's a good one. Obi-Wan Kenobi, $20. I can't wait to see Tiger as an animator for Disney in the future. Keep it up, bud. Elon Smith, WDWNT is awesome. Thanks for the great streams. Thank you, Elon, for watching. Sam Fritz, gambling time, 49ers. You know, I'm not reading this. Thank you, Sam. Now he's getting into gambling. We don't even get scores anymore.
No.
It's ridiculous. What else is on here? We had to see what's available this week at your local supermarket. Cosmic Rewind Brownies.
Nah.
Look at that. From Little Draxy. First there was cake, now there's toast, then there was brownies. Nope. There you go. What was that, Desi? Made with Zarg nuts. You get it?
I get
Because
it.
brownies sometimes have nuts in
I get
them.
it.
It's funny.
Sorry, no.
We have a show calendar.
We
Let's see what's coming up on this wild show. Next week is a big show. We have a giant surprise for next week, but also The Price is Right. We are on break because I'll be out at Anaheim helping them cover the launch of the 100 Years of Wonder celebration.
Makes sense.
Opening a runaway railway, 2 new nighttime shows, tons of new food, new merchandise. We'll be very, very busy that week. Then the week after that, we have the return of Who Wants to Win a Lot of Core Bucks and Liquid Magic. And then the week after that, it is our annual Valentine's Day Spectacular,
Sure is.
which will include not only WDWNT, the dating game, but also the very popular new addition last year, the Not So Newlywed game will return as well. All that and more coming up on the show. Tickets available at WDWNewsTonight.com. If you want to sit here and watch us fix the teleprompter, you can get your tickets online.
Love it.
Jake would love the company. And Sabrina in the back row would also enjoy the company. Nick, who brings us the show every week?
News Tonight is brought to you by the Vacationaire, the engineers of your next magical vacation. Sit back and let their team of vacation planning experts craft your family's next magical Disney trip. The best part is their services are free.
Like Willie.
Visit, yeah. Visit WDWNT.travel for details. Vacationaire, the official travel agency of WDWNT.
That's us.
That is us.
Thank you, Nick.
Whoa.
What is going on over there? Oh, look at that.
Big. 7 dwarfs.
There's a lot of mine rides at Disney World, in fairness. Yeah.
A lot of mountain. He's done the mountain challenge. I think he set the world record because I think I edited the video, so it only took like 20 minutes.
Okay. Very, very cool. Nick, in the meantime, do you have psychotic comments?
I do.
Let's hear them.
Walt Disney presents
So, WDWNT posted a picture of the Maleficent float, saying nothing working on the Maleficent float in Festival of Fantasy at Magic Kingdom today. No head, wing, leg, or spinning wheel movement, completely static. At J. Maddie and Doll wrote, "At least it's not on fire." Got that going.
I
for it.
can't argue. Could always be worse, like you said earlier tonight.
At PL Tice actually tweeted, "Not true. I see the tail moving."
Yeah.
To which WDWNT replied, "That's operated by a person on the ground with a stick."
If that's not moving, you have a whole different set of set of problems.
The stick's broke, right?
Yeah. Or the person. I don't know, one of the two.
At Rick Hunter 101 wrote in, "Weekend at Bernie's all over again."
Oh boy.
No, I don't know if he meant the pun with Bernie, like
I don't know if he just misspelled Bernie or if he meant, I don't know.
Good. It's good.
It is an older movie. People may not remember the spelling of Bernie.
No. That's an old name.
Bernie?
Yeah, no one's saying Bernie anymore. Right?
Bernie Williams was like the only Bernie I knew.
Yeah, there's not many Bernies out there.
Ert and Bernie, I guess. Ert and Bernie.
Ert. Ert and Bernie.
I'm going to be over here for the rest of the show now.
That's so me. I usually do that. All right, how about this story? Someone is leaving explicit photos around Walt Disney World Resort hotels yet again.
Oh, no.
At Vince G222 tweeted this photo.
There's her. There's a picture of Ert right there.
What do you think's in that bag?
Bernie. What's left of Bernie?
All right. This story, the Walt Disney Company, Comcast, listed as potential buyers for WWE. At JCool1, it wouldn't need to replace NBA Experience since we already have WWE Experience on the ferry boats. Yep. At Jeffy Pack wrote, "Wrestling is not real." WDWNT replied, "Neither is Tinkerbell."
Door swings both ways, folks. It's all entertainment.
Ouch. Character silhouettes added to DBC billboard at Walt Disney World Resort. At Elizabeth DeRosa wrote, "I used to pretend I was a statue. So when I die, don't prop me up by a jukebox. Stick me on a Disney billboard."
It's psychotic.
That's what she said.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. That might be the first comment that's ever fit the segment.
Right? And then the story everybody was waiting for. Guests behaving badly. Social media video shows women flashing breasts aboard the Disney Skyliner.
Maybe
we'll have Tiger draw that. At Stewart17474 wrote in, "I gotta start riding the Skyliner." Yeah.
Same.
Castaway RJ wrote, "I'm sure Disney is going to consider this unplanned downtime."
I think it was a lot of unplanned uptime.
Yeah. At Fat Greg wrote, "So the Flash Mountain trend has evolved to skyway streaking." Terry wrote, "Go for the ride, stay for the show." And Bobby wrote in, "She will have 10 million views by breakfast. I'm responsible for 4 of them."
In her defense, perhaps the Skyliner had got stuck and it was a hot day. She was just trying to air things out. Yeah. I don't know.
Right?
I don't know what's going on.
All the time.
Oh, boy. Well, thank you, Nick.
Sure.
Thank you. I think we have Tiger's finished work there. Show that. There you go. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Very cool. All right. Well, we're going to take another commercial break. When we come back, we have a discussion for you. And still to come tonight, PARKTIONARY, so stick around for more.
Were you stationed at Camp Mini Mickey between 1953 and 1987? If so, you may be entitled to compensation.
It wasn't even there in 1987.
Hello, this is Bertrand Flume. We here at LoCicero Flume support all of the brave veterans who served at Camp Mini Mickey, and we will fight so that you can get every penny you deserve.
It was a theme park land, not a military base.
For years, the federal government has dodged responsibility for hundreds of thousands of individuals who have suffered from dangerous chemical exposure while stationed at Camp Mini Mickey.
I think you mean Camp Lejeune.
If you believe that you were exposed to the contaminated water at Camp Mini Mickey, and you or a loved one has been diagnosed with being a Disney adult, contact us today for a free, no obligation consultation at 1-800-ZIP-A-D.
It was built in 1998.
Call now. We will also be spamming you nonstop and calling you every night. So make it easy on both of us and give us a call. Or go to our website, geocities.com/Camp Mini Mickey website 78941.
Logan's et Flume, aquatic misadventures attorneys.
Call Logan's and Flume, 1-800-ZIP-A-D.
Well, Disney still isn't running trams to Epcot or Hollywood Studios. What are you going to do? Walk to and from your car like a trash person? Why not trust the fine people at Nick's Maxi Van to get you to the front of the park with their new service, Nick's Maxi Tram? Simply buy your ticket online in advance and Nick will come to your car, pick you and your party up, and drop you off at the front of the park. How is this possible? Well, Nick has been getting lost in the Walt Disney World theme park parking lots for so long that the cast members are used to him driving back and forth in the wrong directions. This is how he can come right to your car and whisk you and your family back up a one-way aisle, through the tram route, and up to the security screening area, even closer to the fun than a real Disney parking tram could ever take you. Once on board Nick's Maxi Tram, enjoy complimentary snacks Pete found on the ground in the parking lot. As always, we also have a foot bath at every seat. Our tram guide will even quickly describe the plot of We're Back or That Thing You Do in a matter of minutes, all before we arrive at the gates. So don't tire yourself out before you even get into the park and fight an appointment for boarding groups and lightning lanes. Save your energy tonight by calling 407-WDWNT or online at our new home, nicksmaxivan.com.
More parking lot trams coming soon to Peppa Pig theme park and your local Chuck E. Cheese.
Welcome back to News Tonight. Let's find out what's happening this week on Disney+. Yellow tab. Careful what you try to pull. I like this one. I think it's a good one. Still, first joke my mother's ever gotten on the show. That's all they watched when they were visiting. I was forced to watch Yellowstone.
Carousel of products.
And the whole time I just angrily yelled at the TV, "This is just Dallas. Why have you ripped off Dallas?"
Carousel of products, we can have like big yellow zipper pulls.
Nick pulls enough zippers as it is. You want to make it easier?
I like zippers.
You like what?
Zippers.
You like zippers?
Pull the yellow tab. Oh, it's Nick again.
I like zippers. If you couldn't tell, the panel's here.
Hi, panel.
Yes. We have
Hello,
Desi, Jason, Sabrina, and Eric. Hello, everyone. Sabrina has the distinction of being with the Fern this week. Yep. Fern.
Our new cast member, Fern.
Anyway.
Fern's is a little handsy. She's all palm.
Wow. Wow. Someday we may all have our dream job aboard the Jungle Cruise. You know, since we moved the Christmas tree, it just always feels like there's so much room here.
I know.
What is happening?
So much room for activities.
That chair, there's not supposed to be this big gap here. There's nothing here. We got to put something there. We got to either pull the chair closer. Something's got to happen.
We need space in case there's something with his calf, and he has to be loaded onto a gurney. So we left a little extra.
Thank you.
I mean, it's a calf. It's smaller than a full-size cow. It'd probably be all right.
Already?
Shut up. What was that?
Half calf.
Yeah, the worst joke of the night was already played. It was burned on the first joke tonight, so it's too late. Okay, we have several recent topics I want to talk about. The first of which obviously was a big deal was cleanliness. Obviously, the Small World boats were kind of gross for a little bit, and Disney power washed them. We also talked publicly about the exterior Space Mountain. They've started the process of cleaning that. There's also been the state of the interior, the monorails, the people mover cars, the black mold in Toy Story Land. There's been a lot of stuff. And there are dozens of emails I've received that I haven't even gotten to yet where people found other things that we haven't even looked at yet. So I want to ask about cleanliness at the parks. Are the parks dirtier than ever? Is it a big problem? Because some people, obviously, it's the internet. There's always people, they feel differently, even when it's a topic that probably no one should necessarily, but people entitled to their opinions, or people that are like, the monorail's public transportation. What do you expect the inside to look like? Is it unacceptable, or is it to be expected?
I think to a certain extent it's to be expected, but things like black mold, I feel like are not acceptable.
I think we should be careful. Black mold is a very specific thing. We didn't do an analysis to know that it's black. It's mildew at the very least, but black mold is a specific kind of like dangerous thing that can kill people.
It's not super dangerous when it's outside, supposedly, which that was. So.
Which probably means it was just mildew. I'm just saying.
It does form outside, though. I mean, we don't know.
How do we know it was black mold?
I don't know, because everyone said it was. I don't know. It's what it looks like.
Because it looks like mold and it's black.
Black, yeah. I mean,
Jason's audio works.
Yeah. Jason, the speaker for Jason's mic is in the rotunda. Specifically, that one's in there.
So it's you could say it's to be expected, but when you set a certain standard for a number of years and then don't hold up to your own standard that you've put out there for people to expect.
I think what Desi is saying is like, if you ride, a ride at 9 p.m., the floor is probably not going to be spotless, right? Mm-hmm. Because people's shoes went across that floor several thousand times that day, right? Mm-hmm. So obviously, I think there is some it's like, oh yeah, okay, this is. Some of it is like American guests are kind of gross, right? You ever see Main Street? I thought one of the worst things I've ever seen. We went to the cast preview of Fantasmic, and I could not believe the amount of garbage left behind. These are people that work or their family works at Disney, and the amount of garbage that was just left behind instead of put in a trash can was the grossest thing I've ever seen. I've been like, those are your coworkers who are cleaning this theater, and you're going to be that disrespectful. And if those people are going to be disrespectful, imagine how guests are. I mean, it's got to be worse. So there's a certain degree where I'm like, I get it. I get it. The exterior Space Mountain, guests aren't going up there.
Right.
I mean, not yet. I don't know. But based on the stories lately, we might see a couple people up there soon. But like, that's not, no one's putting their foot on the side of the Small World boat, on the exterior side.
The Small World thing is gross.
Yeah.
Space Mountain, I have photos. I live near there.
Yeah.
Every 2 years, they pressure wash it.
Yeah.
It just gets dirty in 2 years.
Yeah.
So I think Small World, for instance, it was cleaned because of outcry of pictures that we posted.
Okay, so
Space Mountain is routine maintenance.
They don't let space get to the point where you see it like that, though. Like, usually it's like,
no, I think it's
you get close and you're like, oh, I see a little black, and then that's when they go. It's not like a scheduled thing. Usually someone looks at it. This was like, the whole panel is stained. It's like, it's time to do something. Like, the point at which someone shows up to work and is like, man, I'm from all the way down the road by Contemporary, I could see the black marks on Space Mountain, is probably the time in which someone needs to get in the cherry picker and go, with the pressure washer and just clean them out.
So is that how stuff like that is done? Is it just a manager, it's his job to look at it every day and say, okay, today's the day?
I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
I think that stuff used to be scheduled way more regularly. I bet every couple months Space Mountain used to be clean. And then eventually someone was like, it doesn't even look dirty. You don't need to do it every 3 months. And then over time, it just became acceptable to just leave it until someone decided it looked bad, right? That's kind of a lot of things. When we started doing the maintenance report the first time, that was the way a lot of the stories went. If we heard back from someone that had been in the company for 20, 30 years, there are always stories like, we used to do this, we used to do that. And it was like, there used to be this many people in my department. And then it becomes like, there's only this many of us, OSHA regulations, this happened, that happened. There's 40 reasons as to why something isn't done the way it was done before. One of them's always money. At least one of them's always money. But there's other things too. Sometimes it is stuff that's not necessarily within Disney's control, like OSHA stuff, and things change over, right? Magic Kingdom 10 years ago didn't have fall protection on all the rooftops, and then they threw ropes on everything. Like the roof of Pirates still has those ugly ropes just sitting up there waiting for some permanent solution from somebody.
When you talk about the American parks, did you see during the World Cup, the Japanese team won? They're in Qatar, right?
Yeah.
The Japanese did like the biggest victory in the history of their country, and they show the stadium afterwards, and all of the Japanese fans are cleaning up the trash for them.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Oh, I love them. Meanwhile, in America, they're flipping the cars outside. Like the street looks worse than the stadium. Yeah.
I think the parks are still okay at cleaning up things like litter. I don't know that it's to the level that it used to be. Things like basic litter and stuff is all right, but I notice it. Light globes full of dead bugs.
Oh, that Contemporary to Magic Kingdom walkway hasn't been cleaned in.
These type of things that are, I think, would fit if you're a custodial guy that fit into the not my department.
Yeah.
That there's somebody that they assume is specifically responsible for doing some of this.
Yeah.
The same for the small world boats. I don't know how they clean. I don't know what the process is to clean those boats. But somebody clearly down the line, it got lost in translation. They're like, not my job.
Yeah.
So here's my question with the small world boats. How dirty does that water have to be to turn the boats black?
You should assume any ride water is dirty. I mean, there's machinery and...
But that's
like, of course they're all dirty. Don't put your hands in any of that stuff.
No. But I mean, that's pretty bad to turn the boats black. I don't know,
mean, over time?
Do they not, like, filter the water, or they just let it get dirtier and dirtier until...
I don't know. It's a
like,
flume from 1971. I don't know.
I don't know. But, I mean, that's pretty gross.
I don't know. The ride water's dirty everywhere. Like, I've never been to one where I'm like, wow, look at how clean this boat ride is.
I know, but, like, splash,
I drink the water out of this one. Yeah, I don't know. That one might... I think the filtration system is way more rigorous at that one, and I think that's by design.
When we had our Man versus Park where we caught the water, and really Nick's the only one who caught any water, even his little bit of water didn't look super clean.
Yeah.
I remember they used to have a waterfall inside the lobby of the Contemporary, right? There was, or not the, the Polynesian.
I was gonna say,
not the Contemporary.
Like,
Polynesian.
maybe before
I'm sorry,
my
I've been drinking bromine. But like one of the concerns when I got rid of it was one, cleanliness. But I remember hearing rumors that I think there was threats of lawsuits because of Legionnaire's disease when you have indoor waterfalls and indoor water.
There was a ton of water damage for sure. Like it was known there was mildew and water damage, and the waterfall had to go. Yeah, which was sad. I know many of us were very sad. And people were like, I'm going to miss the smell of the lobby. I was like, do you know what that smell is? It's mildew. I'm like, yeah, I love it too, but it's not good.
You could buy the candle online, I'm pretty sure.
A mildew. I'm sure there's a mildew-smelling candle of some kind. Yeah. But I mean, the small world, like in my life, I had never seen the outside of a boat in any park look look like that. I'd never seen that. Maybe at a Six Flags, but never even at a Universal. I mean, never even at Jaws had I ever seen. Yeah, and those boats are pretty rough by the end.
Even Splash, those boats smell terrible.
Yeah.
They're pretty bad right now. And people are like, well, it's closing. I was like, yeah, but people have to sit in them. And like half of the restraint, the rubber thing on that is black. It is turned pure black. And I'm like, I don't really want to touch the lap bar. Yeah. That's kind of gross.
Even when the last time it came out of refurbishment, it was like, the boats are still disgusting.
Yeah. I went on Splash today.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, the grossest part of Splash was at the bottom of the lift hill, the second lift hill, where there used to be like a wooden walkway, and then they put all these wood planks up because people got out of the boats at that point.
Yeah.
There must have been 30 or 40 pieces of chewed gum stuck to that wood. And I'm like, this is like a Six Flags. This is gross. Yeah. And this was 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I mean, I don't think they were all there from that day.
Yeah.
And it was horrendous. I'd never seen it that bad. That was pretty gross.
People are gross. Remember the Easy Cheese or whatever on
Oh
Big
my
Thunder?
God.
Oh, the Big Thunder, and then the foot. Oh, man, the person
so
with the foot in the
gross.
water.
Even people throwing their stupid hairbands on Expedition
Yeah, that
Everest
one's-
is
yeah.
disrespectful to the people that are supposed to keep the attractions.
Although Joe Rohde had, of course, a 4,000-word Instagram post about it.
Yeah.
And how it's acceptable and cultural and blah, blah, blah.
Well, no, it became a thing, but it's also, it started with one person being disrespectful.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it didn't start with someone like, I'm going to start a cool trend. No, it was, ooh, see something. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I hope, like you said, I don't think it's necessarily like Magic Kingdom, yeah. The other 3 parks, I don't feel like I see a lot of trash laying around. Once you go into a ride building, I feel like all bets are off. That's where I've noticed, like, I think people are supposed to be walking the queues more, and it's like, it's too crowded in there. I'm not going in while there's guests. I'll deal with it at closing, or it's their problem. And I think the ride queues, there's some of them where they just get left all day.
I mean, that's where we've seen like overflowing trash cans in the ride queues, right?
Because no one wants to fight through the crowd to then
They're the
empty
hardest
it
ones
in the
to
middle
get
of people.
to.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're not going to empty the trash can, then don't put it there in the first place.
What I thought was ingenious is when Rise did the trash cans in the wall and they get them from the back.
The back, yeah.
Oh, wow.
That is brilliant.
They're more focused on the eggs and cleaning up the protein spills.
Our guardians, yeah. We have. I think we're gonna check in quick over here. We have one more piece of tiger art. This is like a mural.
Yeah, you guys want to take a guess?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean, yeah.
Look at
So it's the
that.
autistic tiger throughout the whole thing. And he even drew the autistic tiger. It's a balloon autistic tiger with a Mickey Mouse balloon and Mickey ears.
Oh.
So cute.
Great work.
That's great.
What does it smell like?
The boat looks clean.
Markers.
It's a very clean boat.
No skid marks on the boat.
Yes, that's great. Well, thank you guys. So we talked about the cleanliness thing. I want to talk about theme, because the big week-long Twitter kerfuffle while we were away was the Carousel Coffee Shop, which is this gray, very plain coffee shop they built in what was the Sundry store before. They've turned into a tiny coffee shop, and then across from it is a completely undecorated seating area in a square room with no art, just plain walls and 2 ferns, which look about the same as the ones on this set, which is being nice to those. And people were like, I don't really care. It's just a place to get coffee. Why does it matter? And this, again, was one of those moments where it's like, these people are Disney fans.
Well, and here's the problem. I've seen Hampton Inn coffee breakfast nooks that look nicer.
Yeah.
Right? You're paying how much? $400, $500, $600 a night to stay at that hotel, and your coffee shop can't even look as nice as a Hampton Inn.
How do they theme a Hampton Inn?
I don't know.
What is the difference between, so like certainly there's like a style, right? Every couple of years they update the type of hotel they build, right? And then so you keep building very similar hotels. What's often the thing that's different between them? The framed art on the walls. And what is Disney doing? Building these generic coffee shops, these little spaces, and then they just get art that they feel is themed and hang it, right? That's what they did with the coffee shop. It is completely generic. There's nothing about it that evokes a time period, a place, a theme, any of those things. And then they're like, well, if we hang this art, it'll really brighten up this gray box we've built. Here's an idea. Don't build the gray box. Pick out a wallpaper. Like maybe a colorful, and someone's like, I don't need everything to be uber themed. And I think those people misunderstood the point. The point is, I don't need that little coffee shop. It doesn't have to have, I don't need a backstory about Theodore Coffee, who lived in Atlantic City in 1912 and whatever. I don't need that. That's not necessary.
I kind of want it though.
Theodore.
Steve Buscemi, like
Coffee.
black and white photos.
Oh, my God.
The Boardwalk Empire. They're running his coffee empire.
Oh my God.
Nothing, none of the coffee gets offloaded of them trucks without it gets unloaded by my boys.
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't need that, right? I at least need it to look like it exists in the time period and the place that the rest of the building does, right? Like, isn't that the idea? Like,
I mean, at the present time, it doesn't fit in with the rest of the boardwalk lobby.
No.
Right? It should at least fit in
right.
with the rest of the lobby.
Like throw a creepy chair.
Which
in.
Well, they're
requires
redoing
a
the
bit of
lobby,
theme.
so what does that tell you it's going to be
And
like?
no one's saying they couldn't use modern fixtures. That wasn't even the point, but maybe pick colors, put wallpaper on the wall. Something. I feel so bad for those cast members who are trapped in that gray box all day.
I finally went to it on Sunday, and I think the shop is kind of bland and boring, small. It's got weird little wasted nooks and crannies. And there's like a weird nook. Like,
where they didn't even realize, they didn't understand the space they designed for.
Yeah. But as plain as that is, it would probably be forgettable, and I wouldn't think anything of it if it weren't for the seating area, which is just awful. It's where like the guest relations desk used to be.
The concierge desk.
Concierge desk. And it looks really, really bad. And it makes you look at the whole thing and the whole thing. It makes, as bad as the coffee shop is, it makes everything around it, it ties into we're making this worse.
How does it, like, think about, like, that's not my favorite lobby to begin with. I think just thinking about that entry hallway, just that entry hallway where they have that, like, authentic, there's the big, the tapestry that's actually from the early 1900s or late 1800s, wherever it's from.
Giant chair.
Hanging in the entry area, that chandelier, that giant chandelier, the little carousel, all that stuff. And then 10 feet away is that gray coffee shop with that weird modern fridge, grab-and-go fridge. I don't know. And then the fact that people that call themselves Disney fans think that's okay. Like, not even minimal effort, but no effort is all right.
I think the biggest issue is the fact that, I mean, for years we've had where the theming, you look at it and it works. For example, like if you're looking at like over at Adventureland, you've got the little deer up at the top, antelope, but from if you're over by Pecos Bill, they represent more of, they look very similar to what you would find, like deer and stuff like that in that area. And you've got such high detail and every little thing to the fact that, the Moroccan building, because Tower of Terror could be seen from Morocco, they themed the top of Tower of Terror to fit in with the theme of Morocco. We had such detail to everything, and they're giving us nothing or the bare minimum.
And isn't that the thing supposedly as fans, like one of the things we fell in love with, right? Isn't that one of the reasons we supposedly love the place is the attention to detail? And that's like when people talk about, well, Walt Disney, people told him you had to have multiple entrances. If people tell him don't waste money on theme and don't do this and don't do that, and he did all the things people told him not to do and changed the entire industry forever. And now people are like, you don't need those things. Well,
the
things
crazy
don't
thing
matter.
is,
I think it looks temporary too.
It's
I
probably,
think the
Yeah.
seating area looks
it's probably one of those things that if they did just blend it into the rest of the resort there, like we might not even talk about it. We wouldn't even notice it. We wouldn't care.
Would have been like, oh, they added a coffee shop. Cool.
But it stands out when they don't do it, right? Like that's the whole thing. It's really, really phenomenal. Like it's just weird thinking. If you want a themed coffee shop, though, there is a coffee shop. It's in Tavares, Florida, which is up between Mount Dora and Leesburg. It's called the Nautilus Coffee Shop. Yeah. It's all themed like Nautilus in there, like sailing and things like that, diving, and they actually have like boxes moving on conveyors across the ceiling.
Oh, cool.
So there's like moving elements too. It's really, really cool.
If you want a themed coffee shop, just go to Gideon.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
It's also
super
true.
themed. But
third party at Disney Springs, and it is uber themed. The boardwalk, which is again a specific time and place in theme, and the coffee shop was just like, whatever.
Yeah, I have to think these Nautilus coffee shop people have to be Disney fans, the way they themed it all. It's not
what's funny is that's what I told when all those Imagineers got fired.
Yeah.
The thing that some of them said to me, and I thought I was like, that's what I've been telling people. It's like, what's going to happen? Same Universal Creative. I know everyone's dancing around. Universal's the best. They're just as bad. They're both as bad as each other. And we're not going to put one over the other because they're both evil mega corporations that take advantage of their creative people and treat them like garbage. But anyway, what's going to happen in the world is as these mega corporations tighten the budget and get rid of all these talented people and keep it young, those other people are going to go out and find work in other places. And what's happening is these regional theme parks, little coffee shops, Area 15, which we talked about tonight, places like that, that's where people are going to end up. You're going to end up seeing Disney and high-end theme park quality experience spill out into aquariums, regional amusement parks, things at your mall, little weird places. You're going to see that
rum
talent.
distilleries in Las Vegas.
Yeah, which had a 20,000 leagues room. That's all not only inspired by, there's probably people that worked in scenic design at some point, at events at Universal, creative, Imagineering, wherever. Like it's all spilling out. Bob Weiss was forced to retire. You know who hired him? Gensler. Gensler hired him because they end up contracted to build a bunch of themed entertainment projects. So it's all cyclical. If Disney or whoever gets rid of them, they're going to go right back out into the pool, and that talent's just going to end up working on stuff that isn't even Disney or Universal. You're going to start seeing this stuff.
And you're going to see the stuff that's better quality than what Disney and Universal are putting out right now.
Because they're not going to be companies where they sit there in a boardroom all day, someone pitches this great project, and they're like, we should really do that. And then, before they approve it, okay, what are we cutting money out of? Like, what are we taking out of this before we even let it get out into the world, I
don't know, that coffee shop, it reminds me of one of those shows where like they send the family away for the weekend and remodel their living room. But I can't help but think that that seating area looks so bad. It looks like a breakout room of a hotel ballroom where you go to like an annual sales kickoff or something. It looks so temporary. I just think that maybe the whole lobby remodel that they're getting ready to start is going to incorporate that, and maybe that carousel coffee shop theme is going to be the theme of the lobby.
I hope
the gray and the I don't know what I can't imagine they would
they
get rid of that beautiful horse carousel chandelier thing.
Yeah, God. But if they touch those
they get rid of the nanny
creepy chairs,
oh my God,
those creepy chairs are touched, I swear. If you think I launched a war for the country bears, bears and chairs, I will save them all.
No, we'll just put them here, and Jason and I will sit on the nanny chairs instead of this
We'll
couch.
get rid of all this furniture and just put 2 rows of the nanny chairs.
Tom Corless has handcuffed himself to a nanny chair.
Little did I realize it's not attached. They just drag me out with the chair. I'm like screaming, the chair's still smiling. God. We have another piece of tiger art. We got an upside down one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, upside down Mickey
Look at
Mouse.
that.
So we do this to show people what his talent is. When we go to the Comic-Cons, people really freak out when they see that he can draw upside down. And at Miami SuperCon last July, we had 24 people cry in our booth. I guarantee you no other artist gets that kind of reaction from the people that come to the Comic-Cons. And that's how he got to go to New York Comic Con, is because he draws upside down. So we always run a video of him drawing upside down. Ringling College in Sarasota said, run a video of him just doing that, just to get the wow factor. And I didn't mention it earlier, but we're doing the Autistic Tiger Art Challenge, where we challenge all the artists at the Comic-Cons to draw Tiger's character, the Autistic Tiger. And then hopefully this will be a thing that's customary. When people go to the Comic-Cons, that the artists will do this and we'll take the drawings, auction them off, and raise money for autism.
That's great.
That's awesome.
So we started this at New York Comic Con. It's the first time we did it.
Well, thank you very much.
It's amazing.
Very cool.
Great work, Tiger.
There you go, Tiger.
Does he happen to decorate coffee shops?
How much money? How much money? I got a QR code right here for his PayPal account.
I bet even upside down he could decorate it better.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully we'll do the Kevin Smith cover upside down.
There you
That
go.
would be so cool.
Thank you, guys. Okay. What else do we want to say? Anything else about this unthemed coffee shop?
Well, I just, to tie them both together, why do people go to Disney? Why do people who've been going their whole lives, some people love a ride, some people love something. What attracted me to Disney is attention to detail, theming, and like absurd obsession with cleanliness.
Yeah.
And those things have been diluted over the years. There's no, I mean, I don't want to be mean to the people that work there and stuff. This is a cultural thing. This is culture getting diluted with budget over the course of years, to the point where you're have a very narrow view of what you do, and the idea that people used to come in and be obsessed with the same thing is kind of diluted, and that starts with management, right? It's not the frontline cast members' fault.
To their credit, they did clean the boats pretty much immediately, and I feel like if this was just a few months ago, they probably would have ignored us.
Absolutely true. The Chapek era culture is waking back up. Or has gone to sleep, and the real Disney culture, I think, is hopefully waking up.
I think part of the problem of things as well is when you take away things from your frontline cast members, you take away things from your managers, you pay them poorly, and they're no longer allowed to get into the parks, right? That was like that's a perk, right, of working for Disney, is you're able to get into the parks at any point. You can't do that anymore. They've added on more blockout dates for cast members. They've everything, all these perks and things that allowed you to do your job, and you take those things away, they're not going to care.
Yeah.
And we've seen that. We've seen what happens. Is their magic still there? Absolutely. Do the majority of the cast members want to go in and help people have an amazing vacation? Absolutely. But when you're being worked 12 hours and nobody's thanking you, nobody's offering to pick up a lunch for you, and you're doing this day in and day out, you get worn out. And so now you're going to tell me, okay, well, that's great, but you didn't clean this. Screw you. I'm not picking it up anymore. Somebody else can do it. No. I didn't put it there. I didn't ask anybody to there's a garbage can right here. Okay, well, we didn't have enough people to come and get that garbage can and clean that out in time. That's not my problem. I'm here and I'm doing my job. Mm-hmm. But if you're disrespecting people in general at any job, not just a theme park job, but any job, and they're not feeling like they're being taken care of, this is what you get.
Yeah.
And you're going to nickel and dime your guests that come in, and you're going to upcharge for everything else. And we know how much the CEOs make. And then you're going to sit there and you're going to tell the cast members, I'm sorry, I can't give you $1 an hour raise.
Yeah.
That dude just got 200 and something million.
Yeah.
And I'm going to sit here and you're going to tell me, you're going to offer me 10 cents? You can come pick up your own trash.
Well, what doomed them from day one under Chapek was the COVID, the initial COVID thing where Iger forwent the whole salary and Chapek was like, I'll take half. No one from that moment on, no one was going to like him.
Not only that, but he had wanted to get rid of the cast members from day one, the moment they
Well, we didn't know that
down.
till recently, but.
Oh, it was, well, yeah.
I mean, I could have told people that, knowing him, I could have told people that, but we didn't know that as a fact until he was, until the body was maybe a little cold.
I think the majority of us, anybody that went through working at when the pandemic happened and stuff, and how things were handled and how much unions had to fight.
Yeah.
Just to uphold a contract that was already in place.
Yeah.
It's worth pointing out, too, that the foregoing your salary is a little bit of BS, right? Because the CEO of the Walt Disney Company's salary is a tiny, tiny percentage of their total compensation. So if Bob Chapek's salary was $2 million, he was guaranteed a bonus that was not to be less than 7 times his salary.
Yeah.
So he's getting $14 million. Yeah, take $1 million. I don't care. You know?
Just don't take 2.
Just don't take 2. Yeah.
But see, again, if it's a small portion of his salary, why didn't he just do the right thing? You like the people that work underneath you to like
the
you,
optics,
right? And so why not? Why be that guy? Why be the guy that's like, I'm gonna put them all out of work, and I'm also not gonna take the full pay cut. I'm gonna do both of those things.
Yeah, he just had low emotional intelligence. Is really what it was.
I mean, he had low intelligence in general.
No, I actually don't think he's dumb. I think
he's very dumb.
I mean, he made some really dumb moves.
Yeah.
I think he's intelligent. I just think he's evil.
I think he's like, if you watched Glass Onion, I think he's that guy. I think he's the dumb CEO. I think he was a moron. I think he wanted to believe he was smart, but smart isn't. A very wise man said to me during the Chapek years, said, innovation isn't raising the price of a hot dog. That's not how you make more money with a business. That's not going to, over time, do anything for you.
No,
That's not how you succeed.
It just makes everybody angry.
Yeah.
It
He
ticks
never had any
everybody
ideas that
off.
did anything for anyone. And he's like, I'm going to innovate by putting all my money in streaming. Yeah, how did that work out? It worked out okay.
Yeah. Well,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the glass ketchup bottle.
But yeah, and then I'm there like Blanc just being like, no, it's just dumb. He's just dumb. And I don't know, I believe that. I think he was just kind of, you don't fail that spectacularly and in that grand a fashion without being just the biggest moron.
I think he probably has above average intelligence and he's just a scumbag.
He failed. Oh, he's a scumbag, but he's a dumb scumbag. Anyway, we're getting off.
I don't know. How
Why are we
dumb
talking
can
about
he-
old stuff?
I know, it's always what
I mean,
happens.
but who's really laughing? Yeah, he got fired, but how much did he walk away with to
I
walk
know.
away?
At least 22 million.
But see, like
So,
knowing
how
that man as well as I do personally,
Yeah.
I know that no amount of money fixes how much he's eaten up inside by how much everyone hates him, the things people say about him every day. Like that man took everything so personally and cared so much what everyone thought of him and said about him that it doesn't matter. That man could have made $40 billion and he will still never smile again. I will tell you that as a fact. As a fact, that man, you will never hear from him again.
Did he
Anywhere.
smile to begin with?
Oh, he did when they made profits. He was very smiling. He put
when
on
he
that
invented
fake smile.
Harmonious.
God, that should be the Wikipedia page should, if you say former CEO, it should say inventor of Harmonious. That should just forever be his thing.
Yeah.
I want to keep things rolling because I know we still have PARKTIONARY. Obviously, this week was a crazy week because it seems like Josh D'Amaro and everyone at DPEP decided this is the week we're going to make the full statement that we're definitely going to work on fixing all the complaints. And so for me, the one that was, if I had the job, what the first thing I would have done on day one is get rid of that resort parking fee. That was the thing that for me, I think ruined Bob Chapek. I think it was the dumbest thing he did. I think that was the beginning of the end of that guy. Because it ruined his reputation in a very small circle. That small circle had several years to spread. But people hated that. That was the thing for so many guests where they were like, this is nickel and dime. I will not. And they put up with a lot. There's plenty of things they were nickel and diming us on before that. But that was the one
was the most
that
egregious.
set everyone off.
Yep.
And so the fact that at this moment, a couple weeks later, they're like, yeah, that's done. We're done.
Especially now with Genie Plus in full swing, the revenue from that dwarfs the parking.
Yeah.
Forget the parking.
These people are already giving you more money. Yeah.
Let's just bilk them with the Genie Plus.
Like those people are going to buy Genie Plus anyway. That's part of the reason why they've got the room is they want the early booking and everything. So leave them alone. They're not your problem guests. They're not the guests that you don't want. Leave them be. That was the first thing. And then what I was really surprised about this park hopping stuff, both here and Disneyland. I was very surprised to hear, number one, they're just going to let pass holders kind of eventually during the week kind of go wild after 2 p.m.
Did Jason and I not invent that, come up with that
we said
idea
that.
several months
If
ago?
you
said that
can
on Park
park
Center.
hop after 2 p.m.,
Why can't you?
Why do you need to pass it
reservation?
all?
Yep.
Why make people go tap in at Animal Kingdom and then hop to
I don't know if they
wherever?
were worried about just with their labor shortage of mass influx of people after 2 p.m. beyond what they know. Like, obviously, people have park reservations for 4 parks. In a day, you have an idea of how many people are going to parks on your property, right? Mm-hmm. If there's a large group of people at 2 p.m. who can just show up without announcement, maybe that's a problem.
How many people are going to flood a park at 2 p.m.?
I mean, if it's the day that happily ever
Locals.
after.
Locals who get off
But
work.
Magic
Yeah, but it's
Kingdom doesn't count.
Not on
it's
Saturday
like
and
a
Sunday,
trickle
during the week
land.
it's fine.
Right, so they'll just make their things on Saturday and Sundays.
Yeah.
You know what strikes me as really funny, and I noticed this today. Festival of the Arts starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
Saturday is the first weekend day of the festival at Epcot.
Yeah.
And if you look on the Park Pass system, it's a bonus reservation day.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Boggles my mind. I don't entirely understand. I mean, it's Martin Luther King weekend.
Maybe they want to keep people, maybe they expect a lot of people there Sunday and Monday, and they're like, we want to distribute that a little more evenly.
Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe they just want to keep people away from Magic Kingdom, because that's going to be, I mean, Magic Kingdom was crowded
Kingdom's
today,
always
and it's
bad.
only Thursday.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but it boggles my mind that the first day of a weekend, of the first weekend of a festival, is a bonus reservation for Epcot.
That park eats people, though, right?
They know now they need to
does.
give you as many opportunities as possible to see Harmonious before it goes away.
The thing about
Gosh.
the thing about Epcot also is no matter how many people you pack in, a vast majority of those additional people are probably not even doing rides.
Right.
So you don't even really care.
They're just spending money.
It's like they're not going to ruin the guest time. Like they're not getting in the 100-minute line for Ratatouille anyway. Who cares?
They're just buying food and alcohol.
Yeah. Let them give
them
us money.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
But so the park passes, I mean, Disneyland, they're also giving free photo pass ride photos for the year. All sorts of weird little, I think pass holders are also getting that stupid NFT castle thing. We get a square or something.
Well, I mean,
I don't
NFTs
know.
cost $0. So
I know, but like they still were, it's like, look at all these things we're doing because we don't hate you.
we're giving you things that cost us no money.
Yeah, but I mean,
It still makes people feel good.
No, it does. And
I mean, they're losing money on the parking. I mean,
they're losing money on the parking. I mean, pass holders used to get free photo pass
yeah.
before, and then it got taken away, and now you have to, it's a paid add-on.
Yeah.
I wonder if they figured out that, they can't employ less photo pass photographers. There's some floor of how many photo pass photographers they need. And if there's no lines for those PhotoPass photographers, then it doesn't hurt them at all to give out more free PhotoPasses, right? And I think that's where it's gotten to, because I see PhotoPass. We walked past the Mele Kalikimaka in Adventureland today. There was a PhotoPass photographer there. There was no one taking a picture.
Yeah.
And it was a crowded day.
No one knows what that backdrop is. That's fine.
Well, I mean, but still.
It's my favorite one, and if they're going to get rid of it, please sell it to me.
But I think they figured out that the PhotoPass doesn't actually cost the money to give away for free.
No.
Well, and I think too, think about it. If you've got somebody that's got PhotoPass, they're willing to get photos anywhere. You go to line, people are going to be like, well, what are we getting in line for?
But wait, these are just on-ride PhotoPass. This is only,
it's Disney.
It's only on-ride PhotoPass, right?
Well, yeah,
so that costs them nothing. They don't have to.
I think he's saying he'd like them to give us
They already got
back
the
the
picture.
PhotoPass.
It would be nice to give us back the photo. Well,
No, I
I've
don't think
already
we're getting
paid
that
for it,
back.
so you know.
Getting Tables of Wonderland back. We're not getting that back.
So
Maybe those are
my
next,
kid
no?
just turned 3, so I got him an annual pass.
Yeah.
And they asked me if I wanted to add the photo pass to his pass. I'm like, why? I already have it on mine. Why does a 3-year-old need a $100 add-on?
So he can go to the PhotoPass photographer on his own.
But his account is linked to mine.
Well, yeah, it doesn't. They don't.
They have to ask.
Yeah.
I blame myself because I wrote scathing survey stuff many years ago when they first were like, would you like to have us add all these services to your annual pass? I was like, no, I want the pass to be cheaper and not have you force me to buy PhotoPass. And because that's what they do, right? They jack up the price and they go, oh, well, we'll give them PhotoPass.
But see, they jack up the price anyway.
Right.
That's
I know.
what you.
So I think they took a portion of
forgot.
my scathing review and
You doomed us all.
it's been
Eric.
framed on a
It's
wall
your
for
fault.
a little over a decade now.
They
and-
raised it into their rafters.
Yeah.
You know. God. Oh, boy. So what do you think? I mean, I said after Expo, I thought things were heading in the right direction. They're throwing it's confirmed now that they're throwing the barges out. We're getting happily ever after back. We have an opening date for Tron, for the love of God. We have all these other little things. The resort parking is gone. Are things gonna be better now?
I mean, that
They already are.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right? Like
they hit us with so much good news in the short period of time.
I hope it continues.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what you're asking is this it or is it going to continue? And I hope it continues. But it already is absolutely better.
Yeah.
There's no question.
All right.
They listen.
Can't get worse, can it?
My one request would be the next time they raise ticket prices to not raise them on the children, because I think it's absurd that I had to pay adult prices for my 3-year-old.
They're not going to stop. If you keep paying for it, then they're going to do it. Mm-hmm. That's what I said about Genie Plus. And people are like, we got to get rid of it. I was like, if people are buying it, it's going to stay. Like, it is now accepted industry standard in every country that Fast Pass, skipping the line, that is a paid thing now. There is nowhere that's going to give you that for free. There is no regional park, no big international park, nobody. It's done. It's never coming back.
Up until like a year ago, there was always a children's price and an adult price.
Yeah.
And I feel like right before my kid turns 3, they're like, we're going to make it all one price.
Because people will pay it.
Yeah.
I mean,
you should be happy.
So I've seen some of the biggest 2-year-olds of my life.
You should be happy that they didn't increase the adult price. They only increased the children's price. Because if what you're asking for is the children's price to be cheaper than the adult price, the easy way for them to do that is just to jack up the adult
Well,
price
I
more.
know that they're going to jack up the adult price. I'm just asking for the children to not jack it up.
so like, let's be fair here. Like, kids' price at a restaurant, I understand. They eat less food. Kids don't do less at a theme park. I mean,
they probably make more mess.
When you
There
have
are
a
some
height
rides they can't
restriction,
go
they
on.
do.
Yeah.
there are, but like the older people, they can't go on things either.
Right? I want a cheaper pass because I can't ride Guardians of the Galaxy. Right? That's fair. I mean, it's kind of like airlines, right?
They should have like a lame.
They should.
Just like, I only ride carousel. You can't go on e-tickets.
I'm sorry, sir. An e-ticket
The lame
less.
P.
You're only permitted to ride Finding
You
Nemo.
could only eat at Tony's.
But it's,
a good restaurant.
but I mean, it's also like airlines. A kid takes up a seat in an airline just like an adult does.
Yeah.
Why should they pay less?
I would absolutely set. Remember they had the like after 2 pass or whatever.
After 4,
After
yeah.
4.
After 4.
Do an Epcot pass where you're not allowed to ride anything or do any attraction. The Epcot, all you could do is buy food and drink.
I would still
That
do
would
it.
almost like the after 4 pass,
That's
right?
kind of what it was.
Because after 4, Future World gets really empty anyway.
Yeah.
So all the
What's
rides.
Future World?
It's Future World, damn it. You know what it is.
It's not there anymore.
It doesn't matter. It was there when the Epcot after 4 pass existed.
That's gonna be what you're gonna be a couple years. Just there was a ticket that let you in at 4, and everyone had moved to the back of the park. The front was a ghost town. It would close in 3 hours.
Yeah.
God. And World Showcase opened at 11. There weren't rides. There was nothing, so you just opened later. God. Oh, what a time. No one will ever believe us.
Nope.
Anyway. Anything else to say on these topics? Are we good?
I think we're good.
All right, then I think we're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back with PARKTIONARY after this.
Tonight's episode of WDW News Tonight is brought to you by Target, your official shopping destination for all things Disney. From Marvel to Star Wars to Pixar and beyond, your local Target store has toys, video games, beauty and cosmetics, and more for the Disney fan from ages young to it makes them internet uncomfortable. You don't even need to go to a Disney theme park. You can pick up those ugly-ass munchlings at the Bullseye. Don't have time to shop? We offer pickup and delivery of this trash too. How about a tiny toy version of a Bob Chapek-era Disney store, complete with minimal theme and 4 generic items? It may not have character, merchandise you'd want to buy, or even walls, but it does one thing Mr. Chapek specifically requested, though. Tiny loss prevention measures at the exit. That's a real thing. Look it up. So come on down to Target and save 5% off with the red card or something. Unless we cancel the program and make a new card that's worse. Oh, and we'll stop giving you a physical card or some stupid shit like that. Why not? Target, expect more, be disappointed.
Say hello to Hey Disney, the all-new voice assistant for Alexa. You'll be able to get the weather with Olaf, joke around with the galaxy's funniest droids, C-3PO and R2-D2, go on adventures with Dory, listen to your favorite Disney stories, plus so much more. Awaken the magic and discover a world of fun with some of Disney's most beloved characters. Use Hey Disney to book a park reservation.
Park not available.
Or use it for customer service.
Hey Disney, my showing of Hoop-Dee-Doo was canceled without notice.
I'm so sorry to hear that. I am shipping a used bowl to your saved address.
You can use it to check the weather.
Hey Disney, what's the weather like?
In Florida, maybe it'll rain, maybe it won't. Are you Samantha?
And our newest feature, bring the Walt Disney World Resort home with you to help you sleep the way you do in our resort hotels. Like a white noise generator, but with a little Disney magic.
Hey Disney, make it sound like I'm sleeping at an all-star resort. Better make it Art of Animation. Hey Disney, how about the Grand Floridian?
I can unlock deluxe resorts for $500.
Hey Disney with Alexa, available soon-ish.
And don't worry, Destination D23 attendees, you'll probably get yours one day. Are you tired of the same old boring food and drink options? Mexican food, Asian food, Italian food. Well, join us for something we call Hawaiian food at Polynesians Resort. We've got everything you're looking for, from food to drinks to entertainment. Celebrate special occasions at Patty Ohana's, where Moana herself will come spank the lucky birthday boy with her shillelagh. Or find out what our mixologists have been up to with the lapu lapu you love, but served inside a potato with real Irish whiskey. Over at Kona O'Brien's, our top of the aloha breakfast is not to be missed, with Tonga shepherd's pie and more. And for lunch, we're cooking up some corned beef and cabbage pot stickers that'll make you want to kiss the Maui Blarney Stone out in our lobby. For those in a hurry, we've got counter service downstairs at Captain Cook's of Dublin. In the evening, wind down over at Trader Shamrock's Grog Grotto, or out there on the terrace, you can listen to your favorite U2 songs on the ukulele. And of course, we have that world-famous leprechaun Dole Whip. And if you think this accent is shite, wait until you hear our staff talk. So capture a little luck at the fiti and drag the whole family down for the best and only Hawaiian joint in the world. It's more than just a dumb idea. It's a lifestyle going all the way back to our founder, Roy O. Disney. Come find us at the end of the rainbow and tell him Don O'Brien sent ya.
Do what? Oh, hi, everybody. I was just saying to them, I was like, at least next week's show will be short.
Short.
Price is Right. What can go wrong?
So it's just going
And
to be
other stuff.
Allison and me?
Yeah.
Wow. That's great.
Why does everybody forget how short I am?
And Sabrina.
You have such a large presence.
She's like...
What are you being mean? Shut up.
What's going on here?
Guy.
Can we play Parktionary?
What? No. We have to do the most important part of the entire show. This week on Nintendo Switch. So let's find out. This week it's The Legend of Mr. Toad, Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh.
The mean Mr. P battles with Mr. Pooh.
That would be a lot of fun.
That would be a fun game.
Yeah.
The Legend of Mr. Toad.
Yeah.
Tears of the King. Get the tears because he closed
Yeah.
the kingdom. Do your
Yeah,
game.
close. Parktionary! Welcome to Parktionary. All right, so Parktionary, very easy game, right? We got some drawing lessons from the Autistic Tiger tonight. So now it's your turn to put your drawing skills to the test.
Oh no.
So, if you
I'll be
remember the
attempting mine
last
upside down.
Parktionary, it was a little too easy. I think so. I made it a little harder tonight.
Oh no.
So here we go. We're going to test your skills. Here in round one of Parktionary, we're going to have our contestants come up one at a time. We're going to put 30 seconds on the clock. We're going to show you a clue. You're going to draw what's on the card, and your team is going to try to guess what you are drawing. By the way, do I have
Markers?
other side? Okay. There we go. I got
We
one.
got one. We got
Got
one.
All right, so the team in the more uncomfortable chairs. I'll have you go first. Who wants to draw first? You're all gonna get a chance, so whoever wants to go first.
I guess I'll go.
Yeah, come on up here.
I was like, I thought maybe if I stared awkwardly at somebody long enough.
Yeah.
All right, here's your marker.
Oh, good.
Go ahead, get in front. I'll show you your clue in
It's
a
a very
second.
loud cat.
Jake, we ready with 30 seconds on the clock? All right.
All right.
Here's your clue.
Are you going to ask him what his name is?
Golly.
Yeah.
All right, you got 30 seconds.
Tower of Terror. Tunnel. Snowman. Olaf.
Am I drawing the right bear? I don't think I'm drawing the right thing.
Oh, I
That's
think
okay.
I know what it is.
Oh, it's Country Bears swinging gal.
The parrots.
No, it's
No,
I
Tigger.
can't think of her name. Dang it! I don't know.
It's not Tigger Room? No.
Time. All right,
Your
yes,
name
the pen down, and this team gets a chance to steal. You get one guess.
Teddy bear.
Teddy Barra.
Swinging
That's
Teddy
probably
Barra.
what he was going for here, but the clue is actually Trixie. Trixie is
Oh.
drawing the wrong beer.
Wrong bear?
Drawing
I'll go do my research.
This
I'm
is going to
sorry.
be a very difficult
All right, it's okay. Have a seat.
game.
All right, first contestant.
Go ahead, Joe.
Go ahead, Joe.
Joe, go first.
Go, Joe.
We got Joe.
I know
All
it was
right.
a Country Bears, so.
I was like, which one of the...
All right, so no one gets that point. It was Trixie. 30 seconds. By the way, for this first round, they are all they're all characters, park characters.
They're all Country Bears.
No,
There's no way I could distinguish.
Yeah,
There's no way.
I should have given people
Like,
the
I
category.
couldn't- yeah.
The category is character
It was one of the ones
connection.
that walks around. I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they almost got it.
Even then, I probably wouldn't have it.
All right, ready? 30 seconds on the clock. Here we go, Joe.
Maybe.
Oh, now we get sound effects.
Does that mean my turn didn't count?
Oh, no, it counted.
If we did that every time the sound effects didn't work, I mean, come on.
Jose.
The orange bird.
Peg Leg Pete.
Oh,
nice. That's correct. No, that's
correct. Yeah.
That's the actual name.
That is the thing.
Desi.
Peg Leg Pete, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, guys, we're gonna be screwed if we
All
don't
right,
get
1
actual
point.
names on
Yeah.
things.
Well,
It's not going to go well.
Should have drawn his little anchor.
I'm gonna walk.
The anchor on the chest.
I
is
like that
pretty-
his legs are just
Hold on.
attached to his face now.
What was that?
Yeah, 1-0. Yeah, your team too. There you go. All right, 30 seconds back on the clock. You
I'm
ready?
doing blue because I know
It's dangerous to go alone and take things.
Ready, Sabrina?
Oh, dear Lord.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
All right.
Here you go.
I don't even know how to draw things.
Is that an apple?
I have no
I
idea.
don't know. I'm just sweating.
Is it ice skater?
He said
Yeah,
ice skater.
got it.
Ice skater.
Nice.
Nice
My
job.
boy.
All right, 1 point for team one.
All right, we got this.
All right.
That was a good color
Well,
choice.
I only chose blue because he's colorblind and he can see blue, so.
Oh, well, then I'm going to choose red.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll still look like something.
Yeah, but I was like,
I mean, with this group, I don't
So
know.
the thing is too, sometimes I'm looking for like the complete thing, but you can just put
All right, 30
things to make the
seconds on
word, you know.
clock
That's,
for Desi.
yeah, that's why I was
Got
just
your
like,
drawing hand
I
ready?
don't know how else to do this.
Excellent. All right, here you go.
Dreamfinder. Abraham
Got
Lincoln.
it.
There we go. Nice.
Abe Lincoln.
Honestly.
Really? That quick?
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, I just thought it was so funny.
Dreamfinder Abraham Lincoln. Right?
It's like Ice Skater, Trixie, Abe Lincoln. Should have put Hey Blinken. Yeah, Hey Blinken.
Come on up.
Oh my goodness.
You get your
Was that a
choice of
Men in
Whatever
Tights
color you
reference?
want, red is fine.
Red is fine.
Men in tight.
All right, 30 seconds on the clock. Here you go.
It's a good noise.
Oh boy.
Because it should take as long as the animator took.
Oh, is it Chubby?
yes.
Oh, wow!
That's awesome.
So it's the only
to sell you socks and handbags and not much else. Because he's not even in the ride.
Wow. All right, one more in the character category. 30 seconds on the clock. Here you go, Eric.
Honestly, it's like there's no other way for me to like project this.
Like the worst teammate ever.
Figment, the Carnotaurus.
That's right, there you go.
All right, very good.
Is he falling backwards?
He's off balance because his arms are so short.
Very skinny dinosaur.
I was drawing it upside down.
Oh no.
I think you might have to.
This is my favorite game.
This is a
My
good game.
favorite game.
All right, round 2.
Oh.
All right, same rules, new category. The name of this category is Music to My Ears. Music to my ears. All right.
You can draw out
Why don't you come up again?
it verbatim, or you could draw the wherever it takes place. We've got this.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. All right. Again, we're going to have 30 seconds on the clock for this round as well. Ready?
Oh, good.
You feel confident about this one?
This went downhill bad.
His confidence is waning.
Is that like a buzzer? Like a
Coming out of a box.
Okay.
Jack in the box.
Jack in the Box?
Jack.
Someone's got it.
Someone's got it.
That time's up.
That was time's up. You guys want to?
The
Jameters.
I knew it wasn't Oscar the Grouch, Desi.
That's why. This is why nothing's getting clean, because these guys are drumming and not sweeping.
I
All
got
right,
it right
Joe.
before he said it.
Isn't it Joe's turn?
It is Joe's. It is Joe's turn. Sorry.
But I was expecting like music, like song,
Yeah, I was
song
too.
names.
I was too.
30 seconds back on the clock for Joe. Here you go.
Best trash can I've ever drawn.
It was very
It was
good.
good.
It was very good.
Okay.
The Dapper Dance.
Nice.
Very good. All right.
Obviously.
The 3 upside down
These
mushrooms.
are upside down mushrooms.
I thought they were all Abe Lincoln.
At first, I thought it was Perry the Platypus. He's not here anymore.
Sabrina?
Oh boy, boys.
Okay, everybody's doing a great job. We only missed a couple so far.
This one.
Me
We'll
too.
go with this one.
All right, you ready?
Sure, why not? Why not?
All right, here it is.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay.
Is there a clock involved in this?
There
Why
is.
don't you start drawing?
No.
I don't know how to.
Fire?
Good.
What is that? Fireplace? Wow.
It is
got-
right
you got
at
it.
the
One
wire.
second, right on the-
We were one second from stealing. I knew it was
Right on
yellow
the
as soon as I
buzzer.
saw the suspenders.
Yeah.
There's oh, these are suspenders.
I thought it was a train conductor, but I was trying to figure out how that.
That's what I thought.
I was like, I'm almost looking. I don't even know what I'm doing.
All right, next
I would not
up,
even know where to start with that.
Izzy.
I don't know.
Nice
Oh
job.
my god, it was.
Wow.
Oh, thank goodness it was one that I knew.
All right. 30 seconds on the clock. Desi, here you go.
Okay.
Okay.
30 seconds. 30
Voice of Liberty.
Yes.
Perfectly formed singing mouths.
Right?
Someone in the crowd said it's the costume.
Oh, the period accurate costume. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Go. All right, everybody's doing good so far. It is a little harder than last time. Last time everybody got within 3 seconds. So, all right, here we go. 30 seconds.
Sunny eclipse.
Got it.
It is
Oh, good.
Nice.
Oh, he didn't even make the piano round for you, Nick.
I know.
Good job, man.
I was just showing a piano and then the tiny weird pointed in feet. That would have been it. Like that's it. Sunny eclipse.
All right. Go. 30 seconds.
Oh. At least you don't have to spell it.
Yeah.
Phil Hard Magic.
People can spell that.
I think it's
The drummers.
Taksamui.
I don't know the name. Like 3
I
seconds
know.
left.
I mean,
Two.
The word's
One.
not right, though. It's not even like the proper type of act. I don't think we can take that.
No?
It's
Okay.
Taiko drummers.
No, it's the Mazzaritza.
That's the full
Yeah,
name. I
that's-
didn't even need the full name.
way.
Taiko drummer would have been accepted.
I would have even taken Japanese drummer.
You know, I was right
Man,
about to say that
I-
when you said it.
All
I didn't even get our
right.
chance
Needs
to
some proper terminology,
I
if
knew
not
it
the
started
name.
with
All
a
right,
T.
no points. Tom's a tough judge.
It's too easy otherwise. You got to at least know like the name of the act
All right.
or what
so,
Like, I don't know any of these things.
they are. It's okay, Sabrina. We like having you.
all right.
Poorly drawn out.
So
It's a good thing
we
you
are
drew the
at new
Japanese
category here
letters.
for round 3, and a new way of doing these. So
We're acting them out and not drawing them.
no.
We have to do it upside down.
For this round, we're going to put 60 seconds on the clock.
Uh-oh.
You're going to pick
6-0
one
or
person from your team to draw all 3 clues here, and you got to
Oh,
get all
wow.
3 correct within 60 seconds.
Oh,
Okay?
dear Lord.
So, team 1, who do you want to
Would you
draw?
rather draw? At the
Talk
what?
The thing is, he's good at
Guessing.
picking. I don't know.
Yeah, he's good at
You want me
guessing
to draw?
the...
I'm left-handed. It's
the-
easier to see. But
No, I feel like it's harder
Yeah.
to see when it's
Oh, is it?
left-handed. Yeah.
Who do you want to draw?
I
You
can
might be
draw.
better
I'll
draw than
draw.
I am.
Desi's our drawer.
Well,
Well,
Well, they're
team goes
team-
first.
team
drawing,
one's
am I
gonna go
drawing? Is that what you're telling me?
Sabrina's
Oh,
drawing.
apparently
All
I'm
right.
drawing.
Come on up.
Oh, dear Lord.
You just admitted you're never going to guess any of them. Of course, they're going to send you to the
What
board.
makes you think I'm going to know what they are?
You want
to
the
draw
blue?
them?
Blue is good.
But it
So-
was handed to me. Okay,
So
we're
we'll do
in.
60 seconds on the clock. As you get one right, I will show you the next
Okay.
clue. So just,
Okay.
yep. So all these, the theme here is Disney Springs. Disney Springs.
Oh boy.
Yes. Let's do it.
You ready? 60 seconds on the clock.
Are we allowed to pass?
Sure, I'll let you pass. That's
Okay.
yeah, we'll do. We can do.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Okay. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Split though?
Yep. Strike.
Bowling?
Long.
Split
Alley?
Bowling alley?
Bowling alley.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Well, yeah.
Bowling, it's split, so it's fine.
Okay.
Cirque du Soleil? I don't know what the new show's name is.
You're in trouble.
You
Do we get to guess if they don't get it?
I haven't seen it yet.
I don't know how to. I don't know how to do it.
Oh, trapeze.
Can I guess?
What do you think of this?
Drawn to life?
Or Drawn to Life,
Yeah.
yes. The other,
I would not got that.
the other one was Aerophile, the balloon.
I would, yeah.
Oh, I thought it maybe was like a
I was hoping we
store
got
kind of like.
Aerophile.
I don't know. It was a balloon. Sorry, guys.
It's like, it's what we call when Nick goes to Aeropostale.
In my head, I read Aeropostale. I was like,
wow.
how am I gonna draw 90s clothes?
When
Like,
Nick
like
used to give
nothing.
archery classes. Arrow.
Sorry, Aerophile.
good
Wait,
job.
no, I want the red one.
Good job.
Is there
Hold on, Desi, we need an erasing.
Oh, sorry. No, you got to get all three.
Is it an all or nothing point
Oh,
thing?
it's an all or nothing?
All or nothing.
Oh, man.
Pressure's on.
That is the challenge.
The steel?
There's no steel on this one.
No. I just wanted to see if she could get it. All right, 60 seconds. Ready?
Carousel?
There's a full name.
No, that's not Disney Springs.
We give him Carousel?
There is
We
a
give these
riding
all
the
name.
carousel. I don't know what it's called.
I don't think anybody's going to know this
All right,
first
we'll give him
one.
Carousel. I'll be generous. I'll be fine.
It was
Marketplace
Marketplace Carousel.
Carousel.
That was the name of the area for, decades.
Boathouse?
Right?
Going to Boathouse? Oh, riding the amphicars.
Yes.
What? 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 Have you ever had one of these? This is, hold on, wait, no. Hold on. This is supposed to be a Coke bottle.
Yeah.
In what era was this the shape of the Coke bottle?
Oh
Coke's marketing has apparently not done enough if someone thinks this is the shape of the bottle.
I haven't had soda since 1998.
But it didn't change. It still hasn't changed. It's always been the same.
So what was this?
Coca-Cola.
Like Walt Disney was a child and the bottle was the shape.
Coke or
Coca-Cola the Coca-Cola polar bear photo op.
I maybe would have started with the bear. And
Yeah.
It was
All right,
Marketplace
so
Carousel,
with
by
the
the way.
party hat.
What's
don't think anybody was
what's our
gonna get
score, Jake?
Marketplace.
All right, team 2 with 6, team 1 with 3.
Yay.
So team 2 wins. Now it's time for the
Yes,
bonus
golf.
round.
Oh, boy.
There's more.
You can choose one person to draw. Want to be
wanna
Desi again,
draw
or
this
want somebody else?
draw.
Red.
I think we have
Oh,
to
wait,
switch
they
it.
have to go first.
Oh, they have to go first.
No. It's just a bonus round for you guys. That's all.
Oh.
Yeah.
Color.
Again, we're going to put 60 seconds up. You have 3 clues that you have to
We win, I guess.
Yes! We're the winners. That's right.
No theme for this one. And you can pass it.
There's no
So this is
theme.
not Disney Springs. This is
No.
just.
No,
not
this could
Disney
be
Springs.
anything.
This could be anything.
Great.
All right?
All right.
These are for bonus 10
Hopefully
Corless.
no one has to draw a Coke bottle again.
Yep. All right, 60 seconds on the clock. You ready, Eric?
Notice right
Here we
away.
go.
Pen-
Yeah.
I'll take it, yeah. Press penny machine.
It's a moose.
Mickey, balloon. Child losing a Mickey balloon.
Yes.
That's like a work of art, that one.
The safe, the Scrooge McDuck safe. That's what it looks like in the Mickey queue.
What is the Scrooge McDuck safe?
In the Mickey queue.
You mean the
there's
money
a
bin?
safe.
Oh, the safe. Yeah, I guess.
Park map.
Park.
I'm sorry.
It does kind of look like a device.
It looks like the Scrooge McDuck safe.
It looks like something you'd find in Iron Man's chest.
All right, so Team 2 is our winner tonight. Everybody will go home with $4 here for playing Parktionary. Thank you to all our contestants here today.
Sorry for not knowing what the
Thanks,
hell
everybody.
aerophile was.
I'm going to return.
Thinking it was aerobus.
I'm going to return this eraser.
It's the whole reason they're retheming Rock and Roller Coaster.
Oh, boy.
God.
Oh, God, we better cut off the show before I get in trouble.
Well, that was a long one.
I want to grab a nice triangular bottle of Coke after that.
I knew it was a
They're
bear.
easy. They're really easy to drink. You grab them like
from the
go the way this. It's easy to grip. We have super chats. Julie Benson, $4.99. Tom and crew, wish my mom a speedy recovery from back surgery. We're watching while she recovers. Julie's mom, please get well soon. Meeman and Dreamin', $7.
Seven.
Yeah, $7. Here's some money towards a new Switch game to play while you recover, Nick. We love you.
All right, yeah.
The trauma factor. Can we draw Bob Chapek as Ursula? Can Tiger draw Bob Chapek as Ursula? He can.
Yeah.
What else we got? Sam Fritz, I'm trying to help the chat win some money here.
Oh, with the NFL picks.
Yeah. God. Billy Batson, $20. The Autistic Tiger would be perfect for his own segment during the Toys for Tots
Yes.
marathon. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Becky, $5. Next week's guest, Ert and Bernie. I love that so much. I want them to be a thing so bad. Legally clearable Bert and Ernie. Like we don't have to pay anything to use it. It's great. Ert and Bernie. Cat Callis, $19.99 for the Autistic Tiger. You are amazing.
Aww.
Bismo Beer Belly. 19, come on. Not watching live chat since I was at work, but watching the show about 25 minutes behind. And yay, Autistic Tiger. We have an autistic creative, but bedridden daughter. Just ordered 2 plushies.
Oh, yay.
Well, thank you.
Oh, great.
He was only like 10 minutes behind, though, really.
Another one. And I'm hoping to be there on 2/2 and want to mention WDW News Tonight URL doesn't work for
Tickets.
For ticks is WDWNT/WDW News Tonight. I mean, it should. Jason's in bed, so I can't do it. Eric, check that. Check the URL. It should work. Usually does. We'll check on it. But thank you. Step into magic. Hi, Tom and the gang from Arlo 199. Arlo, get some sleep. You have to go cover Super Nintendo World tomorrow.
It's still early in California.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be a long day.
WDWNewstonight.com worked for me on mobile. So.
Yeah, so it's working for some of us. Just try again. But if not,
I think
that
he
link
tried
they shared will work.
WDWNT/.
Oh, 2/2 is not. No, I'm sorry. I didn't read that part. No. Only all of January is on sale so far. February will go on sale. I guess next week. We'll make sure next week they're available. Sure. Is that all the super chats? We're clear? We have a Wigs post show coming up next. We'll see you there. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll see you next week.
And
Big show next week. And remember what?
I don't know.
Remember.